up.
Did you wreck shop or what?
Well, vicious and delicious, these guys. Before the whole event, them signing autographs for them and all this stuff, I'm telling them how cool I am. And I get up there, and they're coming out here and they try me. And I get it, whatever, it's part of it. And, well, then they interrupt Mander's fight, cost him the cup, and then proceed to jump him afterwards. And then Big Booty puts his unicorn butt on Mander's face, looks at me, says he's the show. I can't sit there and take that, and had to put the boot to him pretty quick.
And he did.
He did. I'll tell you what, you dropped him. I think you dropped him on a pile of tacks.
I should have dropped him right in the middle with the tacks. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, maybe your love too nice.
Yeah, it was great, man.
If I could do it over again, he would have been on those tacks. That's for sure.
Yeah, we were having a blast. There was a lot of Manders fans right up next to me. They were really getting into it too, and it was a good time.
It was, in the last 4 years, all I've been doing is drinking Busch Light and getting fat, and those guys are pretty easy. And now, month of training, month of clean eating, I don't think they got a shot.
No. So yeah, we got December 1st, right?
December 1st, little asterisk attached to that. If Iowa football makes Big Ten championship game, we will move our event to November 30th, the night before, Friday, November 30th. So if Iowa football makes Big Ten championship game, November 30th. If not, we'll keep our scheduled date of December 1st.
Well, I just want to, let's just say it's going to be November 30th then.
Absolutely.
What do we say?
Yeah.
Positive thinking?
Yeah.
But either way, so you and Manders are going to take on Vicious and Delicious. Yep. This is going to be your first time actually scheduled to be in the ring.
Correct, yep.
And you're going to be training. You got a whole month of training ahead of you. This is great.
Yeah, we're going to get him down there, Black and Brave Wrestling Academy, show him the ropes, teach him everything he needs to learn. And Pat is a world-class athlete.
Oh,
so.
man.
Look at that.
I mean, I saw him in the ring.
World-class athlete.
I saw him in the ring on Saturday. He was a natural, so I don't think he's going to need much more than a month.
You guys saw me sweating afterwards.
I saw you squaring up, man. I'm like watching. I'm like, I don't think they want to get hit by Pat, man. I think it's going to hurt.
Honestly, I feel like I could come out of a coma and beat up those guys.
I didn't get to.
Yeah, it's not going to be an issue. I mean, really vicious and delicious. Nothing vicious about jumping a guy when he's tired.
Yeah.
The only thing delicious was the taste of throwing their asses out of the ring.
Yeah. Woo! And maybe that unicorn outfit. It was funny because my daughter had her birthday party that day, and it was a unicorn party.
You wore the same thing.
Yeah, I'm like, there it is. That outfit. That's a neat outfit. That's all he had going for him. Now, he doesn't wear that every time, does he, Mary?
No, he switches things up based on whatever whim he's on that day, how he's feeling. He's a weird cat.
I'll tell you what, though. If you need help, I think there's a guy, too, that should be in your corner.
Yeah.
Corn Boy.
Corn Boy. I want him on my side. I don't want to mess with Corn Boy.
I think he's got like a couple screws.
He's got some issues, some serious issues, but he puts on a show.
But yeah, I mean, Jay, you were so busy just up there like filming stuff and having a good time. I mean, what were your takes?
Well, I think my favorite though is tell the story about when you're sitting there with Merrick and Braden. They're in the middle of the match and Braden gets the thumbtacks out.
Yeah, well, I look at Merrick and I'm like, are those real tacks? And he's like, yeah, those are real. I'm like, what? I had like 40 in my shoes.
You saw him after the match.
Like 400 thumbtacks in my freaking shoes.
No, those are real, man. Those are real.
When I was up top and I saw him lay him out, I go, man, those are real. And then I'm like, oh no.
Does anyone know where you can get fake thumbtacks? Is that a thing? Like we get
asked
that a lot, and I've never seen fake thumbtacks anywhere.
I just thought they were shiny. They were making and then when the first two got slammed on, when McBride. And by the way, the kids at the match, there were some young kids that were calling him Bieber.
Yeah,
that was outstanding. But when they were calling him Bieber, and after Manders slammed him on the thumbtacks, and he gets up. And he has them sticking in his mouth. I'm like, yeah, those are real for sure.
You see the blood trickling down.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, man, you got to pull out all the stops when the cup's on the line.
Yeah, if I'm ever going to help out, Mary, I want MC. I don't want to follow any thumbtacks. All right.
Well, that's how you get in. You have to take the thumbtack bump first, and then you get to be part of the crew. Ask Pat. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I might wuss out.
I skipped that.
I might wuss out. I might wuss out on that one.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time.
It was a good time, man. It was a good show.
Excellent, man. Excellent times.
And now we just focus on Hawkamania 7. I mean, we got multiple events coming up in between now and then. We'll be in Dubuque this Saturday. We return to Walcott on November 17th. But Hawkamania 7, November 30th or December 1st. Keep an eye on our website, scw-pro.com, or on our Facebook at scwpro on Twitter and Instagram. Anywhere and everywhere you can find us. Keep an eye on that, and you'll see what date we're running. But hopefully Iowa does make the Big Ten championship game, and we'll be on November 30th, that Friday.
So the Twitter beef, are you going to squash it, or just are you going to use this for with JT Energy? Or are you going to use this for motivation? I
mean, he can say what he wants. That's his whole thing. You know, he's pretty full of it, and that's what those guys do, though. I mean, you know, they try to get in your heads and all that stuff. It's not going to get in my head. No way. I mean, it's pretty amateur, and I mean, like I said, I mean, I was, you know, a couple tequilas deep over there, and you know, what I can do on tequila is not as much as I can do on good, clean training and good eating.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've been called worse than Patty before. He really.
My wife and kids, yeah, they call me way worse than that.
I hate to play devil's advocate, guys, but Vicious and Delicious, 2-time SCW Pro Tag Team Champions. They are looking to become 3-time SCW Pro Tag Team Champions this Saturday in Dubuque. So, you know, you do have the size advantage.
Who the opponent is?
Yeah, who's their opponent?
On
who's
Saturday?
The champions?
Reign Victoria and Valentina Loca.
All right, hold on a second. So here's the other thing. Now, you're playing devil's advocate. Can I stump for my team over here? And do you guys have a tag team name yet? Because someone's trying to go for the Swarm. My brother was doing that.
That's a good one.
Now, if they happen to become 3-time champions, can we get who's the GM? Sean
Morrow. Yep.
Sean Morrow. Can we get him in here to make this a championship match?
I mean, we can definitely discuss it.
All right.
I mean, the tag match has been signed. So if Vicious and Delicious do become the tag team champions, then this is definitely something that could be on the table.
I'm going to take this to Sean Morrow then. Is he on Twitter?
Yes, he is.
All right.
Twitter, Facebook.
Love it.
If they win, I'm going to go in the corner and we'll put something up or whatever.
Get a petition or something?
Yeah, we're going to go out there, get the hasslers going. We're going to feed his timeline up till eventually he gives up.
Oh, yeah.
Where's their is that in Dubuque where they wrestle?
This Saturday we're in Dubuque at the Joliet Event Center. Big main event. Girls trying to retain their titles over Vicious and Delicious.
The Joliet Event Center is in Dubuque?
Yeah, I don't know. It used to be the Knights of Columbus, but they changed the name.
I think there used to be a their hotel was the Hotel Joliet or something like that.
That's a nice hotel.
Yeah.
It's a nice hotel.
So that's kind of the thing.
Yeah, so we got a big one. We'll see, man. We'll see. We got to get through this Saturday first, though. No guarantees.
Nope.
So, Pat, I know we're going to go to break, and then you're going to stick around a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Merrick?
Yeah,
All
absolutely,
right, good,
for sure.
Good. All right, guys. Hey, Quad Cityans, stop going to your favorite social media sites asking for suggestions on where you're going to get your oil change, who does the best tattoo work, or where's the best place for lunch. Pick up your Locals Love Us guide everywhere in the Quad Cities, or you can check out localsloveus.com. Either way, they have an easy-to-navigate table of contacts, and you can find whatever you're looking for, or you just click on Quad Cities on the website and then browse your favorites. It's easy to use, and they even rank the most popular places for you. Those are our friends at Locals Love Us, your guide to the best.
You're listening to Don't Hassle Us for Local, only on your Quad Cities, ESPN 93.5.
Mike has FOM, the fear of missing McRib, so he cleared his calendar.
Yo, dude, backstage passes? Nah. Hey, babe, this weekend? Can't do it. What up? That sounds great, but count me out.
Do what you gotta do. Just don't miss the return of the sandwich, the myth, the legend, the McRib. Come into McDonald's today and get a delicious, saucy McRib sandwich, made even better with the one-of-a-kind taste of Dr. Pepper, the one you crave. At participating McDonald's for a limited time.
You've been there, right? You put on that jacket you haven't worn in like 6 months. Reach into the pocket and find a McCafe brewed coffee. Well, not really, but there is a crumpled old dollar in there. And on McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu, that's the price of any size McCafe brewed coffee or a savory sausage biscuit. Oh, and check the other pocket, too. Could be a tasty sausage McMuffin in there. Find more $1 breakfast favorites on the $1, $2, $3 menu at McDonald's. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Tax extra.
ESPN 93.5 wants you to be an insider. Access great contests and giveaways and be in the know at ESPN935.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged, and ESPN Quad Cities. From local to global, ESPN 93.5 has you covered with your Quad Cities sports talk show. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Talk sports with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, Jay-Bird, Surge, and you. Weekdays from noon to 2 on ESPN 93.5.
Storm damage can hit anyone, anywhere, but your window to file an insurance claim is limited. Call All Major Restorations in the Quad Cities. After all, insurance companies have someone working for them. Who's working for you? Loose or missing shingles? Dented siding? Damaged windows? Don't wait and let this lead to more extensive damage. Call for your free storm damage inspection. Residential, commercial, or industrial, serving the Quad Cities area. Call All Major Restorations now. 563-322-0060.
Score a touchdown on your next new or used purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered the big game each and every time. You'll be treated like a pro player from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a strong bench of mildly used vehicles too. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
ESPN 93.5 is KJOC Bettendorf Quad Cities from the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studio.
Welcome back to the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish Network. This is Don't Hassle Us for Local, live in studio with Merrick Brave and Pat Angerer. So, Pat, we talked to you right before the match on Saturday about the Hawkeye game. Man, what could have been, right?
Yeah, it's almost like, Penn State did pretty much everything they could to let us win that game, and we just blew it. We blew it, and I feel bad for the guys because I know how hard they work, and the coaches and all that, but, gosh, we got to win those. It's similar to the Wisconsin game. Except, Wisconsin didn't make a lot of mistakes. We just put ourselves in good positions and just couldn't finish. And, same story with Penn State.
Yeah, I think we were talking a little bit about the play there in the 3 with the interception.
Right.
Obviously hindsight's 20/20. A timeout
Right.
would have been the right call for Nate to make there. But you get on the social media sites and everybody's beating this guy up. I say knock it off. First of all, the kid was trying his best.
Yeah.
Granted it wasn't the right play, but you know what? He did help lead you down the field with a beat-up thumb.
All right. Well, that leads us to the question: keep him in or bench him?
Oh, definitely keep him in.
Keep him in.
I think you keep him in. He's your
I
guy.
mean,
I think so too.
One poor game.
He had one poor game.
You don't. You're not going to mess with your kid's psyche.
Threw a couple overthrown balls, threw a couple rockets in some guys' feet.
Well, then that was like a lot of that stuff happened after the thumb got injured.
Right.
And it wasn't like he was accurate all day, but it was raining like crazy.
The weather plays a big role.
So that huge role into that. Obviously, you had 2 Penn State muffed punts because of it. So, I mean, obviously they hand you 4 points there. You hope that you can pull away with a victory. I mean, and just think about this. Those 4 points could have been touchdowns in the end zone for us if the ball doesn't fly as far as it did. Yeah. And I mean, a lot of things. I mean, to get that close, on the road, hostile conditions, terrible conditions, made the mistakes that we made, and still had a chance to win the game.
Right.
So
well, that interception he threw down the goal line. I think if Fant would have been ready, if he would have known, he was going to pick that guy that was guarding the running back.
Yeah.
And back would have been wide open. Would have been a touchdown. It just so close. We're so close, And the good thing is, we still got a shot at winning the Big Ten. Well, we still have a shot.
We got to beat Purdue this week.
Easy.
Then you go to Northwestern, take care of business there.
Nerds.
Yep. And then Cheers, I love it. God, I love you. I mean, they went out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then they win the West, right?
Yep.
And then we're going to have to beat either Michigan or Ohio State. But
bring it on.
Guess what? We're probably not going to make the Final Four, if you will. But
yeah. We got enough talent, too. I mean, no matter who we match up against, we can beat.
Yeah.
We just got to put together. Got to put it together. Defense played tough. I mean, McSorley really impressed me, especially coming back from the injury. I don't know what they shot him up with, but it was good.
Yeah, they did something to him. I think the only bad thing I saw defensively was the play the defense called when he had that touchdown run. McSorley did,
and I missed that. I was driving up, but I heard about it. It seemed like he didn't even get touched.
He didn't get touched. They didn't have there was nobody deep. They just had one linebacker.
Yeah, we're man-to-man coverage,
Yep.
which it's hard too because man-to-man you're matched up on everybody.
Your linebacker had responsibility in McSorley, and he went for the fake on the running back.
Yeah. Well, he's probably man-to-man on the running back. So
yeah, that's
they
true.
can't really necessarily count. And who's the guy that came in from McSorley?
Was it Stevens or something?
He was impressive.
Yeah,
he's like 9 foot tall. He's
Yeah.
a beast.
They put him in at wideout at one point.
He was good. I was really
Yeah.
impressed by that guy.
So, yeah, you got to give Penn State credit for fighting back too. I mean,
Yeah.
at one point, 12-0, getting just stomped and not being able to move the ball, and they came back and
Well, then you think, gosh, if he could have hit Hawkinson on that, and I feel like that would have been the nail in the coffin right there.
Yeah.
Oh man. But shoulda, coulda, woulda.
No.
Pat, you were watching that second half with me, Wildwood, Iowa City. You were a little reserved. How many more expletives would you have shot out if you were watching that at home?
Well, watching it at home is hard because my boy. We'll watch it for a little bit. My boys will be like, "Dad, let's go play in backyard." Or something. So I end up not really watching it. So I end up just tackling them in the
You stay
backyard,
calm
which
that
actually
way.
that's really nice because then I don't get all involved into it. It's very hard to sit through a game. Actually, it was really nice to be able to sit there and watch it with you.
Yeah, it was
a
fun.
good time.
It was fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you ever? I mean, you missed it a little bit, right?
Every day.
But you don't miss the pain the following day, right?
Well, I mean, in the league, you'd take enough. It wouldn't wear off until Wednesday. Then Wednesday, you'd start feeling pretty sore.
Yeah.
But the one thing about this wrestling thing is, when you're done, there's a big void, and it's getting in that ring. It kind of filled it up a little bit, and
That's
that
cool.
was heck yeah.
Get some aggression out.
Oh yeah,
Beat some people up.
Things that Randazzo's not doing for you, basically.
Correct.
Took care of you.
Correct.
Right,
Beating him in pig, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not that
Or
exciting.
pie, I believe it was, right?
Yeah,
P.I.
one of the two.
It's like tripping a 2-year-old.
Which I do often at my house.
Yeah, also very fun, yeah.
For sure.
They're so easy.
Have you guys been to that new trampoline park?
Which one?
It's right next to Ashley Home Furniture there on
Absolutely.
yeah, Altitude, whatever.
I was there a couple weeks ago, and then yesterday we took the boys to Helium, and
Yeah. We
you
took
know,
our
you pay-
3-year-old there, and then I was like pushing her into the pit, and then my wife was trying to get up off the ground. I helped her up, and I shoved her in the pit. I was having fun.
The hard part is, you pay. You're like, okay, I'm gonna pay for 2 hours. After 15 minutes, I'm smoked. I'm smoked,
dude.
And then they want to take like a 3-hour Slurpee break, and I'm like, come on, we just paid to jump for 2 hours. Like, let's go. But those
Get in there.
That thing's awesome.
Well, those kids that work there too, man, they're bouncing around. I'm watching this
Yeah.
one kid. I'm like, I'd have broke my neck. I'd broke my neck if I was a kid doing that. I could never have done that.
Yesterday, I got all fired up, and I was gonna do a pretty cool backflip, and I was jumping up. And I'm getting ready to do the backflip. My knees both buckle. I just do this really crappy backflip, and I get up, and I'm looking around like, is anybody watching? It was pretty bad.
That's the time when you get put on social media. Hey, look at this ex-NFL player. Ex-NFL star, real coordinated.
Hey, Pat, you brought up that we talked about Iowa, Purdue. What do you think about Purdue being -3?
Oh, I mean, definitely take Iowa.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think it was Caker that put that on there, and I just did the meme of $1 Million Man.
What's the
free money?
Was it 6.5? Iowa, Penn State. Iowa.
Got down to 6, yeah.
It started. What did it start at?
I think it was actually. I think it was higher, and then it got moved
Yeah.
down. Yeah, it was much higher. It
Yeah,
got
so
moved
Iowa
down.
covered.
Yeah. But who cares about that?
Yeah, I'd rather have a win.
A couple $100 is nice too.
And you talked about watching the game up at Wildwood and everything, and I talked to Steve before the match. I'm like, does get your frustration? It's like you said, the frustration and taking out on the mat And I talked to him about just the same thing, filling the void. But how great is Steve?
He's a good dude.
He's a great dude.
I'm glad I didn't have to run into him. That
Yeah.
would probably saved me a couple brain cells.
Yeah.
A couple that are left. Yeah, he's tough, man. Those fullbacks, they're a different breed.
Well, yeah, all his powers, like that dude's all legs. Man.
Yeah.
all
I always say
legs.
Steve's got two butts, one on the left and one on the right.
Yeah. You know what's funny? The ladies up top, I think they were commenting on Steve's butt.
It's humongous.
I'm pretty sure I heard him go, "Oh, look at the cheeks."
That's fullback for you.
All right, so So yesterday, you didn't have to worry about your Dolphins, Merrick, because they played on Thursday. And then when on Sundays, I mean, obviously the boys, they want to play football, whatever else. Do you, I can't remember if we asked you this before, do you have a team? Do you just follow the Colts, or did you grow up a Bears fan? And do you have an NFL team, or do you just kind of just follow guys?
Yeah, it's more guys. I mean, I didn't really grow up watching.
He just follows dudes.
Yeah, just
you know what I mean. Sorry, Iowa guys, your former teammates.
Can't tackle them anymore, so I just follow them around, pinch them.
Pinch 'em.
No, I mean, not really.
Do you ever pinch Julian when you see him out in the street?
Yeah, he tries blocking me. He can never block me.
You think they just like walk by like each other on the street and they just see each other?
They should.
Hi, Pat. Hi, Julian.
I didn't see him when I was walking here.
Get a pinch.
Julian's walking around. You guys want to
know
buy?
the drill.
Grab a cookie.
You guys want some power from the sun? Pat's like, oh yeah, I'll sell it to you. I'm a banker.
When you see him on the street. I just pictured that. Sorry.
We're gonna film that on Sling Studio. That's gonna be our comedy moment.
Hi. Hey, buddy.
Come get your pinch.
I like your jersey.
I didn't recognize you without your jersey on.
He was wearing his Eagles jersey.
Go Hawks.
He's way uglier without his jersey. You'd be surprised.
I've never seen him without one, so.
Yeah.
All right, well, that leads me to the question that I asked all the guests. Then, what are you going as for Halloween?
I'm 31 and fat. Nothing. My kids are. My one kid's going as Kale's going as Black Panther, and then Emmett's going as a football player, Iowa football player. He's a suck up. And I think my daughter's going as Elmo, but she hates her costumes.
Yeah,
That was a big controversy. Is kids going as like white kids going as Black Panther?
It was.
Is that bad?
No, it's fantastic.
Well,
it's
Black Panther's an awesome superhero.
It's a fantastic movie.
You're wearing the Black Panther mask.
But that drew some controversy with kids doing that.
From the crazy Penn State guy.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Penn State guy was mad about it.
I didn't know that.
He's mad a lot.
Should we not put him in the Black Panther?
No,
he's been a superhero every
They're
year.
kids. Let him do
Black
whatever the heck
Panther's
they
the
want
best.
to.
And if you're an Afro American kid and you want to be Captain America, you know what? You have it.
Right.
If you want to be Thor, go at it, buddy.
Absolutely.
If your superhero is your favorite superhero, just be your favorite superhero. That's a little
There is a fun game you guys can play. It's called Go to Walmart and Guess What People Are Dressed As.
I don't like going to Walmart, Serge.
I don't either.
I vowed never to step. When I quit selling wine, I've never stepped foot in that.
If you want some fun, you go into Walmart, you go look for one thing, and while you're there, you play Guess What Other People Are Dressed As.
Okay. I don't want to do it.
You're not even picturing it?
No. I have nightmares of Walmart.
That's where I buy my golf balls. Get like 40 for $10.
Yeah.
Lose them right away. It's perfect.
Jay's a good golfer.
No, I'm not. Same question for you. Halloween?
I got a text from our ring announcer on Saturday morning, and he's like, "Is it cool if I dress up tonight?" And I was like, "Well, if you dress up, we all got to dress up." Oh, yeah. And I was like, "Well, okay, fine, yeah." So I text all the other guys that help out and do commentary and sound and whatnot, and I'm like, "Alex is dressing up. We all got to dress up." So I went to Walmart and got a skeleton, a very generic skeleton costume, and I put it on over my clothes maybe an hour before the show started, and like 3 minutes in, I was drenched in sweat, and it had gloves and a mask and everything, and I was like, I'm not wearing all that. So, actually, Wednesday, I'm moving on Wednesday, and then I still have work on Wednesday night, so I'm trying to fit in some trick or treat with my kids.
Most of the bar scene parties were this past Saturday night.
Right.
So,
but I have a 2-year-old and a
What's a bar?
7-year-old. Yeah, exactly.
it's these things that are out there, Pat, that they serve alcoholic beverages.
That sounds amazing.
I only go to bars. I only go to bars when we wrestle.
A lot of dudes.
That's it.
Oh, perfect. Even better. I did jump whiskey all over his skeleton mask on the weekend.
He did. I was like, I didn't plan on wearing that anyways. We're good.
Sorry, how was Harrington's party?
It was good. It was really good. Apparently, we had a guy that came dressed as a bride.
Tyler.
Tyler came dressed as a bride. I think he won. I'm trying to think. There were some other. I saw some pictures of some other good. Somebody came as a very good Deadpool. I saw that in some of the photos. So
Good movies.
Well, we had a pretty good time there, I guess. I was watching wrestling, man. I was having fun. With my
Jay,
own,
Pints have their Halloween party?
Nope.
Just had Pints weekend.
Yep.
All right.
Z-Bar was there. We had our own favorite redhead.
Yeah, you're good.
That's all we needed.
Well, All right, guys, let's schedule time to before December, or we'll know also if it gets moved because it's got an asterisk or whatever else. But thank you so much for your time.
I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for the hospitality up there. That was great. And letting us talk to some of the guys up there. It was awesome talking to him. Steve and everybody at SCW Pro has been so good to us. And I don't know. I'm sorry. Out of fairness, though, I'm gonna see if JT Energy and Jossie want to come on. Though I got it. We are in a political time where you have to give equal.
Those guys
Equal
can
time.
Talk. They're good at talking.
Yeah.
They're not good in the ring, as they showed on Saturday.
Pat's saying they can talk, but they can't walk the walk.
But I'm going to be watching what the results from Saturday, and if they win the title, I'm starting an online petition to get you guys a title match for those guys. So they should be scared.
Online petition?
Yeah.
We'll put it on something I can get online and sign, all right? Don't put it on Facebook.
No, I don't know. I'm just we're gonna
right.
bother them on Twitter. We're gonna fill up their feeds.
All right, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Like I said, my nephew had a blast, and thank you both for putting on a great show. And he had like I said, he can't wait to be a wrestler himself now. So
All right.
I was pumped.
There we go.
All right, we're going to go to break, right, Bird?
Yep.
Okay, Front Street Brewery, the oldest brew pub in the state of Iowa, is nestled beautifully along the bank of the mighty Mississippi. It's served the fine community of Davenport since 1992 with awesome beers on tap, such as their Davenport Gold, a satisfying American Ale, Wise Guy, their take on an instantly recognizable German wheat, or Raging River, an English-inspired American IPA. Check out the Facebook page for food and drink specials. Also, visit their webpage at www.frontstreetbrew.com. Remember, the restaurant is located at 208 East River Drive, and the tap room is just down the road in the Freight House complex. Those are our friends at Front Street Brewery.
You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local, only on your Quad Cities, ESPN 93.5.
Renewal by Anderson.
When it came time to replace our old drafty windows, we opted for quality with style, installed by professionals.
Renewal by Anderson.
Are your old leaky windows costing you so much money it's scary? I'm Sam Hare with Renewal by Anderson. Take the scary out of your utility bills and celebrate Halloween with us with 20% off your window or door project. Through October 31st, no money down, no interest, no payments until 2020. Take care of your window and door project in 4 easy steps. In-home consultation, measure and manufacture, professional installation, and customer care. Call now for your free in-home consultation and start saving money on your energy bills today. Saving money with Renewal by Anderson windows and doors isn't scary, it's great. Check out renewalbyanderson.com for details or visit our showroom on 35th Street in Davenport.
Renewal by Anderson. We love our new windows.
ESPN 93.5 wants you to be an insider. Access great contests and giveaways and be in the know at ESPN935.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged, and ESPN Quad Cities. From local to global, ESPN 93.5 has you covered with your Quad Cities sports talk show. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Talk sports with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, Jay Bird, Serge, and you. Weekdays from noon to 2 on ESPN 93.5.
With the loss of a loved one, planning a fitting service can be a real challenge. At Whelan Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory, with our personalized service and attention to detail, you can be confident the service will be everything you wished for. We've been serving families in our area for generations. We would be privileged to serve yours too. Whelan Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory, Rock Island, Milan, Reynolds, and the Knox Chapel.
Join the Nebraska and Iowa chapter of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation for an evening of education and community. Wednesday, November 11th at the American Red Cross Building on River Drive in Moline. Doors open at 5:30 and the program begins at 6. Register at online.ccfa.org/Quad Cities 2018. Hear local IBD experts explain what's on the horizon in the treatment and research of Crohn's and colitis. The IBD Patient Education Event, Wednesday, November 7th at the American Red Cross Building in Moline. Online.ccfa.org/Quad Cities 2018.
Listen up, Quad Cities. What if you could gather all the best man stuff into one place? November 9th to the 11th, the QCCA Expo Center will once again be transformed into the world's largest man cave with dozens of exhibitors, demonstrations, and activities. Drive a NASCAR simulator from Rolex Racing Systems, see a 60s pinup contest, or win your very own man cave. It's cooler than a car show, better than a trade show. The 3rd annual Weebler's Harley-Davidson Man Show, powered by WHBF.
ESPN 93.5 is KJOC Bettendorf Quad Cities from the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studio.
Welcome back to the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish Network. This is Don't Hassle Us, our local here on ESPN 93.5. Boys, I'll tell you what, man. When we get those two in here, that's good stuff.
Live entertainment.
It's just great. and that's even better than having some dude yell at you, calling you a moron.
I don't know about that.
Well, it feels like it is. Well, we do have some special in-studio guests, I should say. Words are hard.
Morning, buddy.
Yeah. How's it going?
Beef.
Straight from the streets of Bettendorf, Ben Easton Foster. What's up, Beef? How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Good. Here, we'll get the microphone close to you.
Okay.
So, your dad brought you here today because it's fall break.
Yes.
So you excited that you don't have school today?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. First things first, certain rules. Don't say what school you go to. Don't use any last names. All right, those are the rules. Do you understand me?
Okay.
Don't scream in the microphone like a goofball. All right?
I think you're doing great.
You're good. All right. So, hey, let's talk a couple things. You're on fall break, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we are. What kind of show is this? What do we do?
We talk about sports.
That's right. Okay. What's your favorite sport, buddy?
It's got to be football.
Got to be football. And what's your favorite team?
The Green Bay Packers.
Oh. And who's your who's the quarterback of the Packers?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. And then what about you like the Iowa Hawkeyes, right?
Kind of.
What? What? You talk about them all the time. You say like, "Oh, hey," like when they're on TV and everything. Do you know the guy that was just sitting in your chair? He used to play for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He also played in the NFL.
Yeah. So. So you think football's your favorite sport? What are you gonna play it?
Yeah, when I'm kind of like
13. 13? Sounds good. What are you gonna play? What do you?
Wrestling?
No. What position? What position on the football field?
The kicker.
Attaboy. And then
Smart man.
Yep. So but wrestling, you do wrestle, right? But you do you don't do the WWE stuff. No. But someday, right? Yeah. Yeah, and those two guys that were just in studio, they're doing the WWE stuff too. Look at that. I know. I could have introduced you all these people. Instead, I just let you play on your iPad like Dad of the Year. So what do you like about this fall break? What have you been doing?
I've been just laying down.
just relaxing, huh?
Just enjoying the time away?
Yeah.
No more school, no more books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you excited for your wrestling season to start soon?
Yes.
Okay.
I just want to shout out to some people.
That's okay. That's good. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to shout out to this boy called Nathan.
Good.
And because I wouldn't make it through kindergarten without him.
Okay, but you're not in kindergarten anymore, cool. So you made it through with it because of Nathan. That's cool. What else?
Logan.
Uh-huh.
He was in KB when I was in kindergarten, but now he's in my class, and he's really fun to hang out with.
Cool. Anybody else?
Grady.
Grady. Okay. Do you have any jokes that you want to tell before we go?
Sure.
Okay. What joke?
What do you call a cow that has no legs?
What do you call a cow that has no legs? I don't know.
Ground beef.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's good, Beef.
That's a good one.
So, Beef, what are you going to be for Halloween?
Yeah.
Sully from Monsters, Inc.
Sully from Monsters, Inc. Are you excited for Halloween?
Yes, very.
Oh, cool. All right, man. Hey, well, thanks very much for coming on. Why don't you go tag in your sister real quick and for our bring your kid to work hobby day or whatever.
I'll tell you what, Jay.
The studio day. What?
Your kid.
Thanks, Beef.
Your kid's a natural comedian. I mean, he's told the best jokes I've heard ever.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I mean, he's pretty solid.
He's got
the
got
delivery.
the timing down.
It's the delivery, yeah.
He's got the timing down. I know that much.
Ground beef.
Yeah, and we got the other one coming in. She had a softball tournament all weekend, and they took it on the chin or whatever else. But yeah. So headphones.
She looks
hey, this
nervous.
is our other guest here.
She ain't.
You're not nervous?
Yeah. So anyway, so the other one here. This is for those of you listening out there, 93.5 and on Facebook Live and YouTube. This is my daughter, Sophie. How are you doing? Good. Speaking to the microphone. This is Sophia. Nicknames are what? Let's go through it. Sophie, Soro, Sticks. Why do they call you Sticks?
Because
Sticks.
my number is 11.
Because your number's 11. Speak up.
Okay, I'll speak up.
Okay. So we had a softball tournament this weekend, Soph. How'd it go?
Not.
What?
Not okay.
Not okay? Why not?
Did you get a bunch of hits, Sticks?
I got hit.
You got hit with a ball?
I got hit.
Where at?
If you do, it's not if you don't remember it, yeah, and you're like, yeah, get up closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay. Then sit up. You're good. All right. So you got hit, but yeah, we played up in some pretty tough competition, and then we also had to play a 40-mile-an-hour wind yesterday, right? How am I as a coach?
Good.
Do I get angry?
Maybe.
Sometimes I do. What would make me angry on the softball field?
Maybe if someone didn't. Okay.
What do I like backwards Ks? No. So if you walk back to the dugout and you didn't swing at strike 3, is that a problem? Yeah. It is?
What does he say if you strike out looking? What does he say to you? You don't know? Because you've never done it.
There you go. So remember back in the day, what was it, a couple years ago that we did the podcast, My So-Called First Grade Life? Yeah. We did. So, and since you guys were on fall break, I wanted to bring you guys in here and talk to you because I haven't had you on the air on the radio yet. So you had a break. So anything else you want to say out there?
No shout-outs?
No shout-outs to any of the girlfriends?
Beef had a ton of shout-outs.
Yeah.
You don't have any friends out there you want to say hi to?
You had a sleepover last night. You don't even want to say hi to her?
You want to say hi to your mom?
All right, go eat some pizza. Go eat some pizza. Get out of here. Thanks for coming on, Soph. Appreciate it. Bye. Close the door behind you.
It's radio gold right there, Jay.
I don't know what happened there.
Brother-in-law had a fantastic comment here. He
Yeah.
said he cannot wait for Sophia to start dating.
Now.
And Jay meets the guy at the door wearing a singlet and headgear.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I've got. I heard this. I do know who told me this. This was Toma, and he has. I already paid. It's Toma, and he's got all boys, but I don't know what other dad he heard this from. But I think the thing to say is just when you're at the door is just remember, wherever you touch her, I'm going to touch you, and that's the visual right there.
That's weird.
Scary enough, yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Bad Boys too.
What's that?
Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, I know the movie. What was it?
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Uh-uh.
Basically, the guy comes to date Martin Lawrence's daughter,
Mhm.
and Will Smith plays I just got out of prison, pointing the gun at the guy. He goes, Reggie, how old is you? You look 30. I just got out the joint. I ain't going back. I've actually done that once. Van Severn and I did that.
Yeah.
Poor kid.
Yeah, you shouldn't wave a gun.
I didn't have a gun.
All right, good. I'm hoping you did.
I don't know. She froze up there. I don't know what her deal is, but
Yeah,
Ben's
she's usually a lot better on the microphone than
Ben's going to be a natural, but he is funny. Before you guys got here, they were in the studio on the thing, and Ben was mimicking me, and he's just talking to the microphone, going, "Hi, I'm Jay," and then he makes me, "Hi, I'm Jay, and I talk about sports." And I was like, "Is that what you think I sound like?" And he just keeps going, "Hey, sports fans, I'm Jay." And he just kept doing it over and over. I was like, "You gotta knock it off."
Somebody pointed out to me the other day. I didn't get to. There's a lot of stuff that gets thrown out there in the Van's Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment thread that I don't get to say on the air, just because sometimes you don't want to interrupt the flow of the conversation,
or it's inappropriate,
or sometimes. But when we're on commercials, sometimes we take our headphones off and we take a breather. You still talking to the microphone?
Oh, really? Yeah.
You ever notice that, Troy?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I'm going to pay attention
now that I saw it, I can't unsee it. So, Like, we'll have our headphones off and we'll just be sitting here and Jay will go, yeah, what'd you say?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's funny. Whenever we're like off air, but we're still on camera and I don't think about it, I pick my nose. So, yeah.
Great.
What?
I don't know why. I feel like if we're off air, I can pick my nose.
Oh, but we're still on
But
camera?
We're still on camera.
Yeah.
So I'm not really thinking about it.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Could be worse.
Yeah.
Well,
definitely could be worse.
It is Monday. We have our guess the lines that we have to do.
Yeah, Sergi's is up.
And then we have a hassle streak as well that Serge needs to do because you took.
I took Boston to win that game 3 that took 18 years and 18 innings. I'll tell you what. I mean,
there's a World Series this weekend.
Yeah,
I was looking
exactly.
It was looking like gold for me. By the way,
World Series wrap up. Boston won.
Yeah. Well, Serge. So that game in the 13th, 2 outs. Can't think of who the guy was playing second. Kinsler. Kinsler was playing second. He fields the ball on a hard hit shot by Puig. He kind of slips and he just unadvisedly threw the ball off balanced and bad. I mean, that right there is it. They end up sweeping the series. I get the bet right. My hassle streak's still going and my prediction of a sweep, but they just had to wait an extra game. I mean, Boston just overpowered them, right? I mean,
yeah. Well, Dave Roberts did his Dave Roberts type of things, and we knew that. I don't know. I really still believed that it was going to go 6, and I felt confident last night. Kershaw wasn't good.
They handled Kershaw both games, guys.
David Price.
David Price was lights out.
I thought they have Why couldn't they in this situation?
Price,
they could have
Price
MVPs for the. Yeah, Price could have had it, but Steve Pearce won it, and he's on a list of like multi-home runs with like Hall of Famers now in the World Series. That who was it? Gibson in '84 had multiple games with home runs. I know Reggie Jackson did. Obviously, there's a list of like 6, but so good for Steve Pearce. Now we just wait till Saturday when they open up free agency and when the Bryce Harper, Manny Machado sweepstakes begin. So.
No, it's going to be. I'm really looking forward to this year's offseason. Like I said, congratulations to the Red Sox, all their fans. I mean, like I said, they were
a lot of wins.
They were the best team this year.
I'm proud to say that I was happy with. What I said was I'd be surprised if LA won more than one game. So they didn't.
Yeah, I think you guessed 5, right? Yep. I guessed a sweep. Jay, you said 6. So
yeah, I said 6.
Congrats.
I wanted to see 7.
Yeah, I wanted to see 7. I always want to see 7.
I want to see 7 18-inning games.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I did stay up till the middle of the 17th. I'm not gonna lie. I stayed up pretty late.
I woke up and it was I
did not.
watched. I was like, oh, it's still on. Good.
Finally, it was
I'll
like, and we had the birthday party the next day, so I was just like, okay, I better go to bed.
Yeah, Easer is saying on the Vance Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment line that Scott Boras says Bryce Harper's deal is done. Now, the only way that deal is done is if it's with the Nationals, and it's weird that they wouldn't announce an extension. He did say it, but that's just Scott Boras always trying to steal the World Series highlight. Because that would
Scott
hurt.
Boras? Do you guys like Scott Boras?
I don't think he's very good for the game, but he gets people paid. I mean, I don't know why he would announce the deal.
If he's your agent,
done.
I think you want him. But if you're like negotiating with him, I don't think you'd like him.
Exactly. Yeah. That's 100% it. Yeah, he's making you money, you like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not the other way. Yeah. All right, well, let's take a break. Let's do guest lines, look at some NFL games, and then Randaz will be in at 1:15.
And then, Serge, you get your pick up and ready, and when we come back, we'll do that.
I'll figure something out real quick. It won't take long.
Boy, look at that. He's already confident. It's not a big deal. Greatness just happened.
He does. I mean, he does have a point.
One click of the mouse.
I mean, I'm not. The guy's got like 6.
It is Serge Stober.
I mean, it sucks, but he does do well at it. All right, I want to remind everybody, if you're looking for a family getaway, friends and family group vacation, a romantic retreat for 2, or you simply need a travel professional to help plan that perfect destination wedding, Throne Travel is here to help you. Let Throne Travel get started planning your next vacation today. They firmly feel that travel is the best therapy you can purchase. Throne Travel provides the highest quality of service, customizing the perfect vacation experience, utilizing their expansive resources and contacts within the travel industry. Let's start making those travel dreams come true, so contact Janelle at 563-323-0889 or check out Throne Travel on Facebook. Once again, that's Janelle at 563-323-0889. Throne Travel, make all your travel dreams come true.
You're listening to Don't Hassle Us for Local, only on your Quad Cities ESPN 93.5.
Give me a hell yeah! Woo!
Look around. More Iowans working than ever before. Because of lower taxes, they have more money to spend. Across Iowa, there's all new job training to advance skills and careers. Today, Iowa is working thanks to the strong leadership of Governor Kim Reynolds. A balanced budget, record education spending, and a bipartisan plan to expand mental health services. No wonder USA Today ranks Iowa one of the best-run states in America. But Fred Hubble, he wants to throw all that away. With higher taxes, reckless new spending, and new job-killing big government regulations. Here's Hubble himself talking about raising taxes.
We're going to have to peel back all those tax cuts.
Think he's not talking about your taxes? Listen again.
We're going to have to peel back all those tax cuts. I'm talking about all the tax cuts.
Working families can't afford that risk. Liberal Fred Hubble. He'll take Iowa in the wrong direction.
I'm Kim Reynolds, and I approve this message, paid for by the Kim Reynolds for Iowa Committee.
Come into Lowe's and save on upgrades big and small to get your home ready for holiday celebrations. Right now, you can get up to 30% off select appliance special values. Perfect for giving your kitchen a quick refresh or swapping out your old washer and dryer. Then, put your best foot forward with 15% off in-stock tile purchases of $150 or more. All projects have a starting point. Start with Lowe's. Offers valid through 10/30. Tile offer valid in stores only. While supplies last. Restrictions apply. See store for details. U.S. only.
ESPN 93.5 wants you to be an insider. Access great contests and giveaways and be in the know at ESPN935.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged, and ESPN Quad Cities. From local to global, ESPN 93.5 has you covered with your Quad Cities sports talk show. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Talk sports with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, Jay-Bird, Surge, and you. Weekdays from noon to 2 on ESPN 93.5.
With the loss of a loved one, planning a fitting service can be a real challenge. At Whelan Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory, with our personalized service and attention to detail, you can be confident the service will be everything you wished for. We've been serving families in our area for generations. We would be privileged to serve yours too. Whelan Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory, Rock Island, Milan, Reynolds, and the Knox Chapel.
ESPN 93.5 is KJOC Bettendorf Quad Cities from the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studio.
Welcome back to the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish Network. This is Don't Hassle Us, so local here on ESPN 93.5. So, Serge, were you, other than chowing down some delicious pizza that we got here,
what's going on?
Did you figure out what your streak bet's going to be?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Jay, you want to play the music?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Let me look at a couple of lines real quick here. As we're doing this, I'll figure it out.
Yep.
I got an idea.
And we know every time you hear that music right there, it's the Hassle Streak time. Sponsored by our friends at MyBookie. Every day we take a look at those gambling lines and we put in our Hassle Streak bets, and you can too. Get in on the gambling action yourself. Go to mybookie.com, start your account, and place your own bets. They've been in business for years, have great reviews online. That mobile site's easy to use. Not to mention they have in-game live betting, and the most rewarding player perks in the business. Plus, you can even bet the over/under on how many fantasy points players score each game. So lay down some cash, win big today. You win, they pay. That's the MyBookie way. Join now. They're going to match your deposit dollar for dollar. Go online to mybookie.com and don't forget to use our promo code QCHassle and create your account to activate that bonus. You play, you win, you get paid with MyBookie. Sergi, what do you know, buddy?
New England minus 13.5. Sorry I took so long.
Blase. So we got Sergi down.
I don't know why it took so long to figure out, but I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Why did it take so long? That's a slam dunk. Yeah.
It didn't.
That's.
But since I first looked at it, it was minus 14. But I checked scores and odds. It's 13.5.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I was busy running things back here, and when you were talking to Pat and Merrick, but T-Roy, you summed it up pretty well. There were comments about Stanley out there on social media. Get him out of there. He's terrible. But
everybody that all of a sudden everybody thinks they're a quarterback coach or they're an offensive coordinator, and at the same time, what you have to remember is this: it's a kid, and you're gonna ruin his psyche. Like, if he's truly injured, he'll let you know.
Yeah.
If he's
Talking
truly
about Stanley
injured,
still?
Yeah. I just brought it up. I was just because I wasn't on the air really talking at the time when they brought it up, but just that I think that not the Twitter mob mentality.
Yeah.
And I'm moving on to our friend.
All social media, not just
I'm moving on to our friend Ziggy here, and I'll keep it up. And I'm
from
planning
Friday, yeah.
Yeah, from Friday. I mean,
those are if you haven't listened, you can go back and go into our archives and listen to Friday's episode at the hour 35 mark. Or
at hour 35, yeah.
Hour 35, we have a phone call from a gentleman who's let's just say he's a conspiracy theorist type guy. He's convinced that Jerry Sandusky is innocent of child molestation, which he's in prison for right now. Anyway, Jay and I have been having a little fun with this. It's a small group. I'd say probably 10 people.
Yeah.
And some of them, I feel like some of them, I almost feel they can't be real. That it's him just running separate accounts. It's hard to say. I don't know how you figure out if someone's fake or not on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some of it, it's just funny. Like 2 of them have exactly 81 followers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like 2 of them.
Yeah.
The 2 of them have the same amount. You know what I'm saying? You're like, that's shocking. Anyway, but
so yeah, they've been. I don't know. I think I'm just getting tired of being called a moron.
Thing with this dude, because I got to hear a lot of feedback from our lovely listeners, all of our friends out there, as I saw a lot of them in person over the weekend, and everybody laughed their butts off about how cuckoo that guy was. But one of my things was, if he is the, quote, only person on the planet to have done this, interviewed this person, why have we never heard his name before, and why wasn't he testifying in court?
Well, he did all his research after the trial.
Oh, okay.
But my thing is, he said he's interviewed Bob Costas, and he said a lot of things. Like, he made a lot of statements that we hadn't really, at the time, we had no way to...
Yeah, you do.
And I haven't done any research, but I find it hard to believe that this guy has sat down and done an interview with Bob Costas.
Or interviewed Sandusky twice in jail.
Yeah, like, why would you go to do it? And this the things he said, I mean...
Then there's no way to prove it or disprove it without...
When he says, look at this guy's medical records, all right, my first question would be, well, how did you get the medical records?
Correct.
Because the hospital isn't going to give them to you. How do you know?
Is that what he was saying? I couldn't hear him over his volume.
Yeah,
he was screaming.
He
was screaming.
This guy
so one of our listeners, Andy Brebner, and I were laughing yesterday about it. Is like the guy started getting louder, and he wasn't even arguing with anybody. He was arguing with himself and getting more upset and pissing off himself that he just went from 0 to 60 and started screaming into the microphone.
Well, it's funny. I don't know if it's, like I said, like the people in his little group on Twitter. One of the guys tried to say that I got angry at him when I was pointing out one of my facts from the trial. He's like, yeah, and that moron host, that idiot host got all real mad when you were shooting down his question. And I'm like,
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I really don't remember me getting mad at all. Other than, hey, no, let me finish my question.
There was a lot of you saying, hey, let me ask a question.
The only time your voice got sorry to cut you off, sir. The only time your voice really raises when you were just making the point that you know what number is acceptable. Zero. That's the number. That's the only time your voice raised. The guy, I mean, I'm not going to go out there and tell it, but the guy basically was. We showed him nothing but respect. We listened to him. The guy was rude, and
the fan favorite question of the entire interview was
the spread.
The spread.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the other thing about it is these people that are back at us on Twitter.
This is a sports radio show.
Yeah, on us on Twitter, and these guys all have on their little pictures, they have Penn State, and I just want to be like, guys, he hates your school, the school that you are you promote, and you guys back him. They contradict themselves. Here's my theory about this gentleman, and I'll do my own deep dive into him, but I have a theory. I think he was really fired from his radio show about 2 years ago, and he's mad at media. And because anything that goes wrong in media, he tries to find a hole. He's big on this Kelly, what's her name? Kellyanne?
Megyn Kelly.
Megyn Kelly, thank you. Yeah, he's big on that she let go. He's trying to find out the big news media, how it's conspiracy, how really they're trying to get out of her contract, and not that she basically, she did ask a question, and I'm not going to get it. We're not a political, but he's trying to find problems with big media is what he's doing.
Most of his Twitter account, from what I saw, it's mostly political.
Yeah.
Mostly conspiracy, political.
But it's
stuff.
like he bounces around, though. It's not like he's conservative, and
then
it's not like he's liberal either.
After
It's
listening to the
weird.
entire interview again, I listened to it again once all the way through. It really seemed like he was using the opportunity that we
We gave him a platform.
to
Absolutely
as a
we
platform,
did.
to hey, come like my page, come follow me.
Yeah, and I said that.
Come click on my links.
And Nick, the guy who fills in sometimes,
Yep.
formerly known as Vato, he nailed it. He goes, listen, the guy wants to either make the people mad he's going to make mad, and then get the people on his side. He loves to duel it out and say what he's going to say and get the reactions that he's going to get.
All right, well, let's not waste any more time on this topic. Let's move on and let's do our Week 9 Guess the Lines. It's currently. Did you win last week?
You're darn right I did, Jay Foster.
7-1-1. No, 6-1-1 is the record that I hold now and Guess the Lines. You did win last week?
Yes, Jay.
I have it in front of me. I think you. Yeah, you did. You did pretty well. Yeah, you locked it up. Okay.
Hopefully I didn't screw up this week.
Thursday night game. The Thursday night game is going to be Oakland at San Francisco. Basically, to fill anybody in out there on ESPN 93.5 listening, that we guess the lines what Vegas has. We don't look at them ahead of time. We write them down. I think you just wrote yours down probably about 5 minutes ago, T. Right?
Yep.
And then we see who's closer, and we keep track every week. So the Thursday night game is the Raiders at the 49ers. This is a primetime game. Okay, that's about it. All right.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So
I guarantee I'm off on this. I probably gave this team too much, but I gave San Francisco -6.
Oh wow, yeah.
I probably went too high.
I gave it because I gave it San Francisco -1.
Okay.
And
let's give it to you.
1.5. Well, it opened up at -3.5. It's 3.5. So we split it. I'm 2.5 off. You're 2.5 off.
Wow.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
Wow. I lucked out.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. This line is 3.5. I actually would take Raiders plus the 3.5.
Yeah, just two terrible teams. I don't know. Like I said, I just feel San Francisco's a better team right now. So.
All right. The Chicago Bears, the NFC North leading Chicago Bears.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
Huh?
Are at Buffalo.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's out.
What's the story with Khalil, guys? Is he coming back next week?
I've heard he's doubtful for next week as well.
What's going on? It was an ankle. Is that right?
Ankle. My guess is that they are looking past the Bills.
I would rest him up and get that ankle.
Rest him until some conference games.
I would too. Get him back to where he was those first few games. You know what I'm saying?
Serge, can you do me a favor
You
and
want
find
that
a line
wrecking
for this
ball.
game?
Sure.
It's not up at scores and odds, obviously, because sometimes when the Bills don't play, the team that plays Monday night, you don't have it up, or maybe something to do with Khalil Mack
I
as well.
actually don't have one for it.
All right, well, I guess the Bears on the road -5.5.
I took the Bears -4.5.
Okay. Well,
so we're the same. Paddle in the
The
same
only
boat.
one I do not have a line for.
Okay, we'll have to come back to that.
Okay.
Moving on, Kansas City at Cleveland, who no longer has a head coach and an offensive coordinator.
Uh-huh.
We knew about the head coach. We didn't know that Todd Haley also got fired.
Yeah, big news in the world of sports. So who's going to lead this ship?
Matt Campbell, ISU. That's what Twitter's saying now.
Well, you can't leave Iowa State right now.
I know.
So this is going to be interesting, Jay.
Dorsey, come down, be the GM and the coach.
I got Kansas City -8 here.
Did you see the thing that I retweeted, that Schefter retweeted, that someone from Barstool Sports took credit on? That the last 6 Browns coaches all got fired after the second game, their second game of the season, Steelers, and the streak continued. Like the front office of the Browns just had this history of after a Steelers game, the second game, and not even lost, it's just second game. Obviously,
Hey,
tied.
real quick, what did you guys have for the Bears Bills?
I had a -5.5.
4.5.
He had a 4. Yeah.
4.5 and 5.5.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So anyway,
I'll keep looking.
Kansas City at Cleveland.
Yeah, I took Kansas City -8.
I took Kansas City -17.
Good Lord, Jay.
Well, think about this.
I know.
But
They're
the
still
Vikings
at
were
home.
-16.5. They don't have a head coach.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any testicles, Jay.
Yeah, you nailed this. It is exactly -8. It opened up at -9. It's currently -8. I would take this and run with Kansas City in a heartbeat.
Yes, absolutely.
In the first half, they'll cover the first half. They'll cover the game. They'll cover the first quarter. Anything you can get your hands on if it's this low, get after it. So, all right, moving on. Jets at Miami, an AFC East battle.
Yeah. Battle of the Finns versus the Jets. Merrick's team coming off a bye week, so rested up. Hopefully they got some of those wideouts healthy. Because I think they have some weapons there, guys. I really do.
Yeah.
I don't think the Dolphins are that far away from being competitive in this division, really. I mean,
no, they didn't have a bye week. They got beat up on Thursday night. You just forgot about it because it's that easy to forget. Yeah,
You're
but I mean,
right,
it's
you're
okay.
right.
It is that easy to forget. Anyway, the Jets just lost to the Bears 24-10. And, yeah, like I said, they lost to Houston 42-23 on Thursday night. So
I had a in-game correspondent that I have not heard back from yet that was at the Jets-Bears game.
Okay.
It was Z-Bar's dad,
yeah,
T-Bar.
He did mention that. Z-Bar did mention on Saturday night his dad was going to the game.
I did text his dad, and I said that he might need to get in there and play some linebacker and help them out a little bit. But I haven't heard back yet. So
both of these teams have not covered the last 2 weeks. Currently, the Bears are the Dolphins are 4-4 against the spread. The Bears are 3-5 against the spread.
The Jets, you mean?
The Jets, yeah, 3-5. I'm looking at something else. Sorry, I apologize. I'm looking at a different game altogether. So that's my fault. Yeah, Jets, Dolphins. So all right, I took Miami -6.
I took a -3. I don't know if they're that much better than the Jets, but at least health wise. That's why.
Now look at you go. It is -3. Look at you. Somebody did their homework. Sandbagging over here. I haven't written down my lines. You probably had them on the show me your. All right. You had lines. You looked at them. All right.
No, I didn't.
Next game, Detroit at Minnesota.
Oh man. Now Minnesota's on or Detroit was on a bye, correct?
Yeah.
All right, man. I hate it when I'm wrong. Yeah, coming off a bye, Minnesota coming off a tough loss. New Orleans with a little bit of payback for that miracle play last year.
What's wrong with us? What's going on? They lost to Seattle 28-14. The Lions did. Stop saying bye week. You throw me off every time.
Yeah, you're right. I'll just
keep
talking.
Okay. Anyway, Minnesota just lost to New Orleans, which was a good game.
Mm-hmm.
A couple turnovers that were costly for the Vikings. Like I said, the Detroit lost Seattle. I've got Minnesota -7.
You know what? We're going to push then because I have Minnesota -7 as well.
All right. Well, this is opened up at -5 Vikings, and it is now currently -4.5. Move down, push. Okay. Atlanta at the Redskins.
The NFC East leading Redskins.
That's right.
Walked into New York and just dismantled them. I mean, I'm eating my words left and right with this one.
Adrian Peterson caught his first touchdown pass since 2013.
He looked good.
Yeah, he looked good.
It just it boggles my mind what's going on.
Is he 40?
I think he's 33.
It's amazing.
He's 33.
This is crazy. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Football years, he's like 45.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Washington's good. Sorry. I'll say it on the air. They're good. They're winning games.
This is because the Falcons are involved in this. This is a game I will not touch, but I will give you a line. And I gave Washington the good old fashioned -3.
I gave them -4.5. Jay, I think they're better than the Falcons.
Well, I'm going to get to some closer. It's opened up at -2. The Redskins are currently -1.5 favorites. So you think they'll cover that easily? You think they'll win it?
Yeah, I think they win this game pretty easily.
All right. Okay. Tampa Bay at Carolina. One team has a quarterback problem, the other one doesn't.
Well, do they have a problem? Because when they put in Fitzpatrick, he leads the team down the field. They make it very interesting, right?
Yes, he does. Jameis Winston was
I
suspended.
mean, did you see him after he threw that tying touchdown pass? Were you guys watching that play? He was cracking me up, man. He's just fun to watch.
Couple things.
Fitzpatrick.
Couple things about this. Couple things about the quarterback situation in Tampa Bay. One, Jameis Winston was suspended for the first 2 games of the year. He is tied for the league in interceptions already. The other one about Fitzpatrick. Did you hear what Stu got for his weekend? He does his weekend wrap up thing.
Yeah. No, I didn't hear it today.
He said Fitzpatrick is like the McRib. It's always great when he comes back, but you know you're going to pay for it later. He just because it goes away for a while and then comes back and everyone gets excited, but you're going to pay for it later. So anyway, Fitzmagic, and then Norv Turner's. No, not Norv Turner. I'm talking about. I'm too busy thinking of Cam Newton at Carolina. He's 67, almost 67% completion rate. Anyway, I've got Carolina at -10.
I'm -6, not paddling so far with you. I say -6. Tampa Bay has been competitive, even in their losses. So that's the only thing
And you're going to get it. It's -6.5. I'm way off. I'm off today. I'm off. I think when Sophie blew it on the oh, she might be listening in the car.
Yeah.
I think she threw me off.
She's normally on top of it.
I know. Anyway, all right.
Beef was just shining, man.
I know. All right, Pittsburgh at Baltimore. This is an interesting one because Baltimore just got beat by Carolina, and Pittsburgh now is leading their division. So I don't know which way to go with this.
Baltimore beat them in Pittsburgh.
Yes,
but it's like I said that feels like a year ago now.
Teams are trending differently,
right?
Different directions. Joe Flacco is still the quarterback of the Ravens.
He will be all year, Jay.
I've got this a pick.
I gave this the old -3 to Baltimore, Jay.
You're gonna get it again. It's -3.
Cheater.
That's three. That's 3 today that I got right on the button.
Yeah. So. Yeah. No, not good. I am way off. Just completely off. All right. Houston at Denver.
This is going to be a good game, I think.
It's about time. It is about time.
Jay, I don't know. This one was a tough one to pick a line on. I took Denver -1. I think Houston might be a better team if they played on a neutral field, but I took Denver -1.
Well, Houston's won 5 straight. Denver's in trouble. I mean, they've won 1 out of their last 6. I took Houston -2.
Okay.
And you took Denver -1.
Correct.
It's Denver. It opened up at -1. It's been moved all the way to -3.
Denver?
Denver, yeah.
All right.
I think you locked it up, bud.
I think I just did too.
Yeah.
4 games left. I'm up 5-1.
Oh, here I go.
Well,
and we got the Bears.
Wait a minute. But they're the Bears line. Yeah, this could be your.
I got you at 5-1.
Yeah, I'm 5-1, but
4 to go.
We have the Bear.
Here I come, folks. Don't call the comeback. I've been here for years. Chargers at Seattle.
You have to think the Chargers are going to be favored in this game, even though it is in Seattle. Seattle playing well though. Chris Carson running the rock.
I know I say this like every other day when we're in here. We need new bumpers in here, but now I need the Mike Gundy bumper. I don't care about Twitter. Have you seen that?
Yes,
I love it.
It's good.
It's my favorite. So
I don't give a rat's ass about Twitter.
That's what that's going to be on there all the time. All right.
I got the Chargers -3.
I got the Chargers -5.
Okay.
And you're going to win this week. Because it's the Seahawks -1.5.
What?
Yeah. It is.
Well, I don't agree with it, but I'll take the victory.
I don't agree with
way.
it either.
Serge, it feels like I'm just running away with it.
It feels
right
like
here.
it.
I mean, really, just jogging.
You would say that this next game would be the game of the day, but you would be wrong, right? Because the Sunday night game is so important that Michael Jordan's making promos for it now. But this game, the Rams at the Saints, has all the making of NFC Championship preview.
All right, if I'm correct, New Orleans only has one loss still in the season. So if they win this head-to-head matchup against the Rams, they, in turn, lock up home field advantage as long as they win out.
As long as they win out.
This is a great matchup, boys. I just gave New Orleans a good old -3 here. These are two evenly matched teams, man. I don't know what else to say. I mean, the Rams got away with something yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, they played god-awful. They played awful from start to almost finish.
And if I'm a Packer fan, I don't want to ever see Ty Montgomery's face again.
I just commented about 2 minutes ago that Ty Montgomery is my homie.
I was watching this at Timmy T's house, a bunch of Packer fans there, and
I should have came over for that.
And they were, this Ty Montgomery dude. Wait, how do you don't take the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands? It had Aaron Rodgers driving down to win this game all day.
This was their game to win. That guy blew it for Green Bay.
Yeah,
Green Bay could have won this game.
Absolutely, they could have won this game.
It would have been a big upset. Erickson would have been right. Don't sleep on the pack. Biggest point spread ever against Aaron Rodgers. But
they covered the point spread, so that's right. But
they covered, but they could have won.
Yeah,
more importantly,
they
would have won this game.
Aaron Rodgers would have made them.
The Rams played awful.
And
still won.
Any gamblers in that house that you were at?
No, it was a bunch of cool friends.
Anyone
people
know why that's important if there's gambling?
Yeah,
because Todd Gurley breaks free, trucking down.
Oh yeah.
If he goes in, it's a push. No one loses money, and he doesn't. So the people who took the points, they win. The people who gave up the points, they lost. That's huge. I think it also affected the over/under.
I started arguing with one of them because he was telling me that we're arguing about like if Romo became coach of the Cowboys, and he's like, oh. And I go, well, he's better than the coach that you guys have. And he goes, well, he's won the Super Bowl. And I go, oh, come on. No. Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl. Mike McCarthy, bonehead. Complete bonehead.
On Wednesday when we do, you know what you should do? We should fantasy hire coaches for every team instead of who they have.
I at least wanted to bring Romo back as like the quarterback coordinator.
He's busy doing Corona commercials.
I gave New Orleans.
He's loving life.
I gave New Orleans the -3 also.
Okay,
this
so
opened
we're
up
gonna
as
push.
this opened up as a pick. It's currently Saints -1.
Yep.
All right.
Because there is a game night, Serge, we look for the Sunday night game of the week line for me.
Green Bay at New England.
Yeah,
I got it right here for you.
Yes. What is it? Is it going to be disrespectful to the?
What's ours?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got New England -6.
I got New England -7.
Is it disrespectful to Aaron Rodgers again? Is Vegas disrespecting
No.
him? Okay.
It's called accuracy.
Uh-oh, Serge.
You guys are going to tie on this one. It's 6.5.
I feel like I did a little better.
No, I don't think it's disrespectful at all. It is what it is. Green Bay covered the spread this past week. This is at New England, primetime, Sunday night game.
Is this their first head-to-head matchup, by the way, Brady and Rodgers?
I'd have to look up, but
I'm sure they play Fortnite head-to-head like on a weekly basis.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't remember them two ever playing against each other before. This is interesting.
Okay, listen.
One more game.
The Monday night game.
Yeah.
Explain this line to me when we get done. All right, I've got.
What are you doing?
It's Riding Cowboy. Woo! Riding Cowboy.
Tennessee at Dallas. All right?
That's right. Riding Cowboy.
I've got the Dallas
Amari
Cowboys.
Cooper begins. I'm excited.
I've got the Cowboys.
God, nobody cares about this game.
This man has no testicle.
-2. Dallas -2.
Dallas -2?
Yeah.
Is what you're guessing?
Yeah.
I got a -6, baby.
Oh.
Yeah!
He's going to get you.
Explain this line to me.
It's a Cowboy.
This opened up at -4.5. It's all the way up to -7.
Them Cowboys.
Explain it to me.
Well, Jay, it's called an old-fashioned butt kicking because we don't even have to go back and check that Bear game. You only got one right today, bud. When we pushed on 4.
Ugh. Explain this line to me.
Dallas is better. They're coming off a bye.
They're 3-4. They have identical records. Yeah. And Titans are actually better against the spread.
I don't know, Jay. Just telling you.
They're 1-2 on the road at home.
They're undefeated.
Okay, that adds a little bit.
I'm not
All
even
right.
looking at papers.
75% chance for the Cowboys to win.
And the line's too high. They're not that good.
Okay.
They're basic.
It's not even a touchdown.
Vrabel will figure out that Vrabel will make that defense. The Cowboys' offense is basic. Amari Cooper's not changing anything.
You wait, sir.
It's basic.
You're basic.
Good one. Well, you won that week, and you won
Your
by a
face
lot.
is basic.
Yeah.
But we're going to bring in Randazzo to change things up here because, I don't know, I'm off my A game today.
You're something.
Yeah, I know. Let's go to a break.
All right, we'll remind everybody about our friends at Leisure Lanes. Every Sunday, they offer great food specials like $5 all-you-care-to-eat tacos while you enjoy your favorite fantasy player or your favorite NFL team. You'll be watching the games on one of their 10 50-inch flat screens or the game of the week on their 110-inch big screen. Don't forget, Leisure Lanes also has Globe Bowling every Friday and Saturday from 9:30 to 11:30. And make sure you pay attention every week when you do our NFL Pick 6. And you can find out how you can win free bowling from our friends at Leisure Lanes.
You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local, only on your Quad Cities, ESPN 93.5.
Time to play the game!
Storm damage can hit anyone, anywhere, but your window to file an insurance claim is limited. Call all major restorations in the Quad Cities. After all, insurance companies have someone working for them who's working for you. Loose or missing shingles, dented siding, damaged windows. Don't wait and let this lead to more extensive damage. Call for your free storm damage inspection. Residential, commercial, or industrial, serving the Quad Cities area. Call all major restorations now. 563-322-0060.
When your car's broke down, there's a number you should know.
Call 786-2600.
Quad City Towing is the number you should know.
Call 786-2600.
You locked your keys in the car? Oh no!
Call 786-2600.
Quick response and price is low.
Call 786-2600.
Quad City Towing is the number you should know.
Call 786-2600.
When you can't get going, call Quad City Towing.
Call 786-2600.
ESPN 93.5 wants you to be an insider. Access great contests and giveaways and be in the know at ESPN935.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged, and ESPN Quad Cities. From local to global, ESPN 93.5 has you covered with your Quad Cities sports talk show. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Talk sports with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, Jay-Bird, Serge, and you. Weekdays from noon to 2 on ESPN 93.5.
And now an old classic commercial from Mark Brenny.
We're out in the great north woods of Scott County with outdoorsman and part-time motorcycle maniac Mark Brenny of Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic in Bettendorf to see what he does in the off-season. Hey, Mark, what are you doing up in that tree?
Hunting deer. Don't want my family to starve this winter.
So, what's all that equipment you have there?
Well, there's my thermos, my Walkman Game Boy, pork and beans, microwave, newspaper, well, and of course my trusty gun.
So, how'd you get all that out here?
Only one way. Got me a new Yamaha four-wheel drive all-terrain vehicle. Made it in one load. Comes with front and rear racks, A-frame suspension, shaft drive. I even put a camouflage cover on this one.
Okay, so what's with the snowplow?
Well, you never know. Hey, wait, I see a deer.
Mark, that deer is as small as my dog.
So, watch this shot.
Oh, Mark, I think you missed.
Well, that's how most deer hunts go. So, let's just ride Yamaha four-wheelers the rest of the day. Hey, wait, there's another one.
See them at Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic, 4426 State Street, Bettendorf, across from Alcoa.
Did I hit it?
Almost.
ESPN 93.5 is KJOC Bettendorf Quad Cities from the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studio.
Get down, 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 get down.
Welcome back to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5. We're also on Facebook Live. You can leave comments there on the Van's Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment line. Go ahead and download our app on your phone so you don't miss a single minute of our show. And you can also listen to us on your computer on ESPN935.com. Just click the Listen Now button in the upper right-hand corner. We're joined by Sports Director from WQAD, Matt Randazzo.
Happy Monday, boys.
Happy Monday, pal. You missed your guy, Pat Anger, by About an hour.
Yeah. Did he use this microphone? I want to stay away. Did you spray it?
Yeah.
I don't know what I can get.
We sanitized it.
Okay. I don't want to get anything. We good?
So yeah.
Okay. Was Vasco beating you up and down the sidelines all night on Friday?
I don't think so. What does that mean? Like he was faster than me?
Yeah.
He probably was. I'm 40 almost. I mean, probably did, but yeah, it was fun over at Bettendorf. It was a good game, and it's kind of fun to stay at a game the entire time.
Okay.
I mean, you know, if people probably obviously know we go to games for a little bit, and then we get to the next game and stuff. So to be able to stay the entire game, get some sound and all that kind of stuff, it's kind of fun. Great night for football. Really good game. Yeah. And 31-14 was the final, but it was 14-14 going to the fourth quarter. So good football game.
Yeah. How's Stocking doing in the studio? He doesn't have as many games to report on, but I'm sure he's got a lot more facts.
Yeah, how do you keep that man down?
We don't. He's his own beast now. It was funny because he had more time this week because we didn't have many games, so we have him on every segment for his scores, his Stocking score stats of the night, and he just kept going and going. It started with like the Stocking score stat of the night, and now it's just he says as many things as he possibly can, and before I kind of give him the let's go.
Yeah.
So he's doing good. He's great.
Good.
He's great. He's great. I'll tell you, when he's been on the air here,
he's amazing.
Yeah.
So Bettendorf's going to go to City West.
Yeah.
On Friday. You're sending people up there for that?
Absolutely. And it doesn't make, I mean, that's the one, Bettendorf fans got to be thinking, why are we going to City West? I mean, they both have the same record.
Right.
Head to head, they won.
Bettendorf beat them, but this is new RPI thing that the state has. And you know what? I mean, this might not make a lot of sense, this game, but they're real close. It's not like they're going to a team with a worse record.
Yeah, it's helping helping a lot of other teams where it does make sense.
I think it's a great first step. Yeah. I think it's an absolute great first step into things they can do to fix it. There's no more 1-8 teams in the playoffs, and I think you get the better teams in to the postseason. So I think it's a good first step. They still have some tweaking. I don't get why the Illinois side, and this will make Bobby Metcalf, a buddy of mine, mad, but I think there's too many classes in Iowa. That's just my personal opinion. I think there's 8A, A, 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A. It just seems like a lot of classes for a state this size. So, but that's just me. But
you think there's too many for Iowa?
For Iowa, yeah.
And Illinois got 8?
In Illinois, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at the amount of high schools in Illinois compared to the amount of high schools in Iowa.
Well, there's five classes
there's
in
6.
Iowa. 6 in Iowa?
Yeah, 8A, 1A.
Yeah.
8A,
A. No, what are you talking about?
There's 8A, or not 8A.
8 on 8.
8
Yeah.
man. I'm sorry, 8 man.
Yeah.
Boy, was that an Abbott and Costello?
My head was about to explode.
8 man, 1A.
It's 5.
8 man.
I'm just going to eat pizza while they talk this over.
8 man, A.
Yeah.
1A, 2A, 3A, 4A.
Okay. I'm with you then.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Then A and 1A need to be combined. I'm with you.
Yeah, it's not a big thing or anything like that.
Why did they go from A to 1A?
That's what I don't get. Like, it should just be A.
Exactly.
Or 1A.
Right.
They also have week 0 of the high school football season.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, there's a game week 0. There's like...
Come on, Iowa.
Not all teams play week 0, only like 2 or 3.
What is
there's
wrong
also
with
a
the
week
state?
0.
Nothing wrong.
We do so many things right, and that one thing
But the thing is,
up.
then you look at Illinois, and you have, so Orion and Rock Ridge will play on Saturday. Orion went 9-0, Rock Ridge went 6-3, and the game's at Rock Ridge.
I can wrap this up for you real quick why there's so many A's and why they have a week 0. It's real simple.
Like
the
a
Iowa
Coke
High
Zero?
School Athletic Association wants the money.
Yes.
All right?
And they want to win.
It's the same reason why they put 8 on the podium at the Iowa High School Wrestling Championship when...
No. That's the number of them is not the issue. It's the system that they...
Well, it's also the fact, I think they just want as many winners as possible. It's a feel-good thing. You get to
go to the
you
dome.
have 6 champions.
Have 17, that's fine, but don't have 0-1.
Yeah. So
A-1, 1A.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I don't want to be negative on a Monday.
No, you're not you. We don't want you to...
negative.
Yeah.
It's just calling them out.
Yeah,
it's just...
No, negative was last Friday.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
I miss that. I just listened to it the way, and I don't want to get all back into it again.
No, it was fun.
When we get done with the show, I want to talk to you guys about it.
Yeah.
It
We'll
was
talk
real
more
fun,
about So, Moline won their first playoff game since...
07.
Yeah. And the first
they've
in the
only
Morrissey.
won like...
Really? That doesn't seem right. Because they've had such a good program for years.
Yeah, no, but I mean, usually they'll win, and then you play a big... I mean, there's 7A. That's big boy. That's
So
big
they're
boy
getting stuck
football.
against all the Chicago
So I think
schools,
last year
yeah.
they got a home game against Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel came in at like 6-3 on the season, and just absolutely housed them. So I think that was their main goal this year, was to get up to. I mean, obviously, winning a Western Big Six championship is fantastic. They haven't lost a Western Big Six game in 2 years, which is really really good. But I think they were getting ready this year to make that next step. They saw where they needed to get to last year, and they spent the offseason getting there. And hats off to them. I mean, they cruised to an easy victory. I think they got 9 wins. I think it's only the 7th time or 9th time in school history they've gotten to 9 wins. I mean, we're talking 100 and whatever years of football, and they've only made it to that 9-win plateau like 7 or 9 times, something like that. Wow. So a really special season. They go on the road to Batavia this week. So it'll be a tough road test for
Mount
them.
Carmel last year, that team, isn't that the team that Donovan McNabb played for?
Yeah.
Right.
Mount Carmel's just produced Division I NFL players.
That's amazing.
All the
so
time.
Batavia, how good is this team?
That's a good question. That's a great question. I'll tell you on Friday or Saturday.
I mean, because
I really don't know a lot about them.
I
really don't.
I
haven't flipped the page to this week and all that kind of stuff, so I don't know much about them. They have to go on the road up to
What's
that,
their record,
place.
though? Do you know that
I'm
at
not
least?
sure off the top of my head.
Okay.
I know much.
Yeah. It's similar. It'll be at this point they're
you're going to play a great team in round 2 either way. And you don't know whether they're a better record or a worse record because it's the rule. My guess is, but just depends. If Batavia upset a team in round 1, they play it on the road in round 1, they automatically get to play at home.
Gotcha.
So that's the weird part about Illinois is the reason why Orion and Rock Ridge is at Rock Ridge, although one's 9-0, one's 6-3. Is that Orion played at home last week, Rock Ridge played on the road, so therefore in the state of Illinois, the team that had to play on the road gets to play at home the next week instead of the records, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. There's a quiz afterwards.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
This is the most confusing radio segment in the world.
Nah, not at all. And then Almond, they lost.
Yeah, they got
Rock Island lost.
Rock Island lost.
North Scott won.
Yeah, and they looked really good doing it. Their defense outscored the offense at one point. They had 2 pick sixes in the second half of that game to kind of get them a big lead, then their offense kind of put it away. So they're at home against Western Dubuque. They beat Western Dubuque in week 2 of the season 7-6 at Lancer Stadium. So it should be a really good football game on Friday night in North Scott.
Yeah, Western Dubuque coming off a big win against Solon.
Yeah, and Solon obviously. You say Solon, you know what kind of program they have and what kind of tradition they have. They beat them pretty good. So impressive. Should be a really good game on Friday.
And forgive me, that's at North Scott.
That's at North Scott.
Because the RPI, they're higher than what? Okay. So that's their chance to make it to the Dome, and that'll be the first time North Scott makes it to the Dome.
Yeah.
Yep. Because they've always played up.
Yeah, and when you get to the Dome, there's no. I mean, you got to get there first, so they don't care about what's there until they get there. But 3A is loaded. Xavier and some schools like that. I mean, they're absolutely. It might be that top 3-4 teams in 3A are just as good as the top 3-4 teams in 4A. So
they're kind of in a good spot though, because if they go, let's say they make it, everyone wins out the way they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Seeds hold up, okay.
Yeah.
They'd be the lower one. Sergeant Bluff with the 1 loss, who lost to Lewis Central, would be the.
They reseed everything.
But they do it based on RPI.
Yeah.
And if Sergeant Bluff is the 1, they'll get the team with the 1 loss on there, and Lewis Central and Xavier would have to battle it out.
Yeah.
It does kind of work for North Scott here if everyone plays out.
That's very true.
They got to win this game though first, obviously.
One step at a time, and I think they got a great shot too on Friday night.
They got a good team.
Yeah, really good offense, and their defense nobody talks about. We show all the touchdowns, and now McLaughlin's fantastic and a good running game, but man, their defense continues to not just make big plays, but turn the ball or to take the ball away, which is absolutely huge in this level. And if you can get touchdowns from your defense, and they've done it a lot the last 3 weeks, they've beaten Clear Creek, Amana, Assumption, and who they beat last week. I can't remember who they beat last week. It was just Friday, but they've beaten those 3 teams handedly. Waverly, Shell Rock.
Yeah.
Nobody's been close to them. They hammered Clear Creek, Amana. They hammered Assumption, and then they took care of Waverly Shell Rock. I mean, easily. So there's not just that they're winning football games, but the way they're winning football games, very impressive.
Good for them. We hope the best for our local teams. So Saturday, did you have to go cover anything?
I did. I had a 9-year-old's basketball game first. Did not cover that. Didn't make the.
Where was that at?
Unfortunately, over in Moline.
Okay.
Couldn't pull some strings?
No, I tried.
Do you coach that?
I assistant coach it. So I'm like
you guys
that
run the
dad
triangle?
that just like it's the first year where it's like there's no you can't steal the ball. Like usually it's like in second and first grade, it's like you can steal it if it's a pass, but you can't if they're dribbling. You can't steal it. This is the first year where it's basketball.
Yeah.
And I was a little worried about our whole team and everything. And they played 29-9 victory. They were pretty
Nice.
excited. I think my little man had about 10 steals. He just went
Did
after
he
it.
dunk?
He almost. It was funny. He had two. No, he had 2 fouls with like 30 seconds.
The
to
trampoline
go.
park.
30 seconds.
know.
30 seconds to go in the half, and he gets a second foul. And the head coach turns to me and he goes, "I think should we take him out?" I'm like, "I think he's fine." He's like, "I don't want him to pick up a cheap third with like 20 seconds to go." I'm like, "All right." So he took him out. He was so mad when he came to the bench. "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't want you to pick up a third foul." He's like, "I'm not gonna." I'm like, "You might." And it's just weird because they're third graders.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what are we doing?
I know.
But it was a lot of fun. But then, anyways, I did some Western Big Six swimming first, and then I went out to the Orion game, which was a lot of fun. I kind of expected a blowout, so I didn't know my day on how long I'd stay and stuff. And it was 14-0 at the half, and the other team came back, Fieldcrest, and outscored them 21-3 in the next quarter, and almost 2 quarters, and it was 21-17 with 2 minutes to go. And Rock Ridge went down. It was great because Chip Filler's one of my favorite people, and you could hear him say to the quarterback, "Go be Tom Brady," because the quarterback hates Tom Brady, and Filler loves him. He came out and they went right down the field, and then a sweet touchdown pass, like 30 seconds left to win it. So it was a cool moment.
Yeah.
And you look at it, Orion's probably supposed to be that team, probably by more. But those kids are going to remember the way that game finished, and that's going to give you, I think, even more momentum. Being in a close game and running that 2-minute drill to perfection, that's going to be more beneficial going down the road than it's going to be to blow a team out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
They miss Logan Lee, the kid that's
going
to
Iowa.
To Iowa. They miss him a little bit. There's hope that they could get him back. He should get back if they make the state championship. That's a big if because it's a lot of football left to play. He's trying to make it so maybe he gets into that doctor's appointment. He feels great.
Spleen,
so he'd
right?
love to, lacerated spleen. And here's the story on that. So he's playing a game, I think week 7, goes up for a ball. They're just trying to throw it away, and he tries to go get it. And the quarterback's literally throwing it out of bounds, gets a hand on it, ball and him come down at the same time. He lands on it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets off the field. They're thinking about putting him in, take him out. He says he's fine. It's 3rd and long. They just want him to go out and be a decoy because he usually grabs 2 guys. So he goes out and they run the play. And I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter. If you haven't, go to Dan Pearson's Twitter or Facebook because he was shooting it for us and has it. They left Logan wide open. And he catches it, goes 60 yards. 5 guys jump on his back.
I remember seeing that, yes.
And he carries them 7, 8, 10 yards.
For the
and
touchdown?
then finally, not for the touchdown, but didn't quite. So he plays the rest of the game. I think he scored 2 more touchdowns.
Carries 5 guys with a lacerated spleen.
Isn't that crazy? And then he plays the rest of the game on defense and offense. The next day he goes to like church to ref a football game, and then he was going to choir practice. And Chip Filler calls me, says they call him the next day and say he's needed to Iowa City. He's at Iowa City. He goes, "What happened in choir practice? What happened?" And that's when they found out. He was just having some problems, and he thought it was a rib or something, and lacerated spleen out for 2 months. So. But 2 months would put him back right and he feels great. I talked to him last week, did a feature story with him last week. Feels great. Iowa fans are going to absolutely love this young man. They're
I love him
already. Absolutely love him. Yeah, when you're carrying dudes with a lacerated spleen, sign me up.
Yeah, we watched. I saw some footage of him carrying some guys in another thing when we were doing something else, and I was like, "This kid's amazing."
Oh, when we
When we were
I remember
on-
when we were talking about that.
Yeah,
because you're like, "That's the same kid."
Yeah.
He's awesome. He's
So
and then you unfortunately you couldn't make it to Iowa City to see your bestie.
I didn't. Yeah, I got stuck doing. I didn't get out of work till probably like 6, but I went down to a wedding reception. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you have
it was
fun?
fun. It was good. It was fun. It was great.
Yeah.
I would have loved to go see Pat do what he did. And I think we'll be back to. I think December 1st.
Family man of the year. He builds things around his family time around work. He's taking care. He's
I
coaching.
think if everybody out there would just listen to what
And
Randazzo
then
says,
he's
and
going
if they
to-
try to
he's the-
model themselves after Randazzo,
Then he
everybody would be better people.
Cleans up more as the trophy husband at the wedding reception. You know.
Look, and he's always
I'm a
he's
trophy.
always dressed
I'm
snazzy.
a trophy nothing.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. Like,
Did you
you
dance
had
with
your
her and
You
everything?
had your kids in today.
What?
I did
Yeah,
catch
yeah.
a little bit. You had.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Like my 9-year-old and my 7-year-old's done it. Is I just take them with. They love it. So Charlie went with me right after the game. We went and got some. You know what? Go to Burger King for that $1.10 nuggets for $1.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. Because you get up there, you're like, I mean, 20's enough. But heck, it's $1.
Yeah.
Well, then 40. So it's $4. So here's me and a 9-year-old with 40 nuggets in the car driving out to Orion. But anyways, so then at halftime of the game, we play catch and stuff like that, and he thinks he's the coolest kid in town. So that's my MO. Plus, it gets a kid away from the wife so that she doesn't have to deal with 4 kids for all day and stuff like that. So it was fun. It's a good day. We'll do that for the next 3 Saturdays.
There, I mean,
honey, if you just wakes up every day.
My wife listens to the show.
What can I do to make your day that much easier today?
Oh no! So this tag team, match. Where you guys are going?
Yeah.
I'm going. I have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rally the troops. See if Kakert and Conklin and some of those guys.
There was thumbtacks in the ring.
It looked legit. I mean,
Pat slammed a guy in thumbtacks.
See, that makes it so I don't want to mess with him as much.
It was,
I mean, the guy he picked up, Daz. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. The guy he picked up and pressed over his head was a lot bigger than you.
And here's the thing: I've never said.
So I don't. Yeah,
I wouldn't
wrestle him.
I've never claimed to want to wrestle or beat up Pat Anger.
I mean, don't.
But I will beat him in basketball. And this nonsense of I heard you threw me out under the bus.
I would never.
It's just never happened.
I was just saying. He says you're pretty easy to beat.
It's never.
Hey, in his defense, I've never seen him shoot hoops. I've seen yours shooting hoops.
That's
you didn't make one.
You did. I was wearing a suit coat.
Well, excuses.
We won't. Yeah, it's a good one though, isn't it? It's a pretty good one. What he's talking about is I was shooting baskets at Iowa Media Day.
Yeah, Media Day for August.
And Kakert's, you know what?
Filming it.
Yeah,
for you.
Your
other bestie.
Yeah. I got some good friends.
You do. I think they love you.
I like you guys a lot
we
more.
got time for a story time, right?
We got a question out there on the Vans Pizza Pub and Grill Facebook comment thread here. So Kyle Reimers wants to know about the first time you met Pat.
Yeah.
First time I don't even know if I remember the first time I met Pat.
Well, if it's a good story, like
I don't think it is.
No.
Does he say it's a good story?
Yeah.
God, what did you do?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I covered him at Bettendorf. I think the first time I met him was at Bettendorf. I asked him. I mean, he came over for an interview. He was an idiot.
He came over and said, "I want to give you an interview."
No, he came over. He came over for I asked Coach for a couple players, and he said, "All right," and he sent Anger over. I'm sure.
No.
The first time I
wish it was a better story if he just comes walking up to you and he's like, "Interview me."
Does Kyle say it's a good story?
Yeah, he was talking about why.
Said he was talking to his wife about something.
Oh, it's not the first time I met Pat,
No.
but we I think I probably even said this. He came to the Chuck Long Sports Auction first year in the NFL. I was emceeing it, and we'd gotten to be pretty good friends, and we were talking, and my wife was pregnant, and we weren't telling anybody, and then his wife was pregnant, and they weren't telling anybody, but in the conversation, it was like that weird conversation where he referenced a baby, and then I did, and I'm like, well, he knows, and then he thought that I knew, and so then all of a sudden I'm just like, so how'd you find out that we're pregnant? And he goes, how'd you find out that we were pregnant? And I'm like, oh. And so then, of course, we went back over. Then we looked over, and our wives were talking, and we're just like, okay, so yeah, that's it.
And you're like, oh, Jinx, buy me a Coke.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go do a shot.
Because they can't.
What was it?
We're baby besties now.
There was a story where it was me and Julian and Pat, and we were at the Chuck Long Sports Auction. It was intermission, and we're like, let's go do a shot. Mm-hmm. And they were like, yeah, let's go do it. I'm just like, I'm so cool. I'm going over with these football dudes, and we're going to do a shot. This is going to be great. And we're like, what do you got? And they mentioned a few things. We're like, nah. And we're like, do you got this? Do you got this? Like, no, we don't got this. I'm just like, you guys want to just get a beer? I was like, yeah, let's just get a beer. It was the most depressing week trip to the bar I've ever had in my life.
I had the same type of.
It was. Yeah. I don't want to do that. That's too much.
When Iowa, so 2015, Iowa goes to Indianapolis, and there's a big thing on Friday night. We're with Pete McMahon. He takes us to this place where all kinds of Iowa guys are, and Pat's there. And so I'm with the group I'm with is with Pete, but it's my turn because I know Pat. So I'm like, hey, Pat, hey, and then I'm like, watch this guy. So Pat comes over. He's like, hey, what's good, man? And talk to him a little bit, and we're all in the circle. And I'm like, look, I know someone too, and this and that. And then out of nowhere, Pat looks over at me and he goes, did you just effing fart? And I'm like, what? No. And he's like, dude, it stinks. And I'm like, it wasn't me. I swear. And he turned into that, I totally would have owned it if I did it. It was
I'm not scared. I mean, I'm going to admit it.
I like this bit. I'm like, Pat, hey, this is my buddy. This is that. Yeah, Pat Anger. Yeah. He's like, dude, you
first time I ever met Pat, he was at Harrington's, actually. And I just walked up and introduced myself. So, hey, man, just want to say
why did this show become
I don't know.
your first Pat Anger experience?
Because it's all about Pat
He's
today,
a funny
man.
guy. I don't know. I liked it better when it was about how Randaz was a family man.
I literally fell in love with him more today when I said to him, they got to beat Northwestern. He goes, nerds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think I carded him.
Yeah, you might have.
Yeah, you did.
I also carded Tony La Russa. I don't care.
That's good.
I think you carded him, and he gave you his debit card, and you're like, no, not that card.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what he wanted.
Your ID on you?
So did you?
No.
When did you get to sit down and watch the Iowa game?
So we got back from Orion, and it was late second quarter. So then I was at the station and just working and kind of on the whole time and stuff like that. And I listened to a little bit here and there of the show, and I did get the point where you're talking about Nate Stanley, and it's ridiculous. I mean, we were here 2 weeks ago talking about he's going to go pro.
Yeah,
I mean, he threw 6 touchdowns,
Exactly.
and he was the national quarterback of the week or whatever it was. And we were talking about that. And I mean, he went on the road to. I mean, he. I'm not defending him. He played terrible. He played bad. That's going to happen. He's this 19-year-old kid, 20-year-old kid. I mean, players are going to play bad. He had a bad game. The nonsense on Twitter about beating this guy. Did somebody ask if they were gonna stick with him or bench him?
Oh,
there was people that wanted him benched for. Is that guy? What's the other kid's name?
Manziel.
Manziel. Yeah.
Manziel. I mean, that's the only way I'd look at that is if he's not healthy.
And that's what I said.
And if they were
I said
talking
if
about
his thumb is truly injured, then yes. But he said, "Nah, coach, I got it. Just having a little trouble gripping right now."
He's your guy. You ride with him, and he didn't play
he's
well.
He's your starter.
Boy, did you see that last? Somebody had on Twitter that like during that Iowa must have called a timeout, and like the referee had his whistle in his hands, and he started doing this.
Yeah, he's ready to call timeout,
and then also the play went.
Delay a game, and
they didn't call it. So which was the? I mean, Pat. I mean, and anybody else? I talked to Pat. Probably last night. They just let this game get away. I mean, they had every opportunity to win this football game. It was a winnable game. It's the exact same feeling you have after Wisconsin because of those two. I mean, they feel like they should be 8-0, and they let 2 slip away.
Yeah.
So, but the big thing this staff will make sure you do is don't turn 1 loss into 2. I mean, they'll flush it, forget about it.
You know, we've said this too. Like when they've gone to play other teams. Oh, this team's coming in PO'd because they lost. Well, guess what? Iowa should be PO'd too.
Yeah, unfortunately, Purdue's probably going to be a little ticked off too because they lost on Saturday. So there's a lot. I mean, it should be an interesting game, but they have everything in front of them.
They got blown out though, kind of.
Yeah, but they have everything in front of them.
Pat wants to know about your guys' game of pig.
Jesus.
Always.
Do some work. It didn't. I mean, we were at a fundraiser. We know this. We're at a fundraiser. We're both well underway. Plenty of. And we started to play pig on a basketball hoop. That's what the Guy Randazzo Invitational is all about. Like you have a basketball hoop on the tee box on 7. You get Snoops, chips, and salsa, and you get to play a little basketball. But you can't play an entire game of pig. Like they're backing up. So I'm like, Pat, we got to go. And as we drove away,
he made it sound like you quit.
No, we had to go. Well, the thing is, you had to go. They're backed up teams.
Your event is the same day as my event every year. The halfway. So I don't know.
You're gonna have to move your name. You have to move. That's
only halfway the same time.
That's the only thing I can think of.
What time's your start?
1
in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I can do both.
Yeah.
Noon or 1 or something like that.
Can easily do both.
Oh, easy.
Pat usually does about 8, maybe like 16 holes. I think last year was the first year he actually golfed all the holes. I was proud of him. Probably because he was doing my mortgage. So
he says he doesn't need to work. He's living off the commission he made from your $1 million house.
That's right. You can take a break. He worked hard for that.
Yeah, he broke a lot of laws in order for me to get in that house, and I'm very appreciative of that.
So, your Detroit Lions.
No.
Nope.
Come on.
What is it? Somebody said it was a great article.
Let's talk about Stafford's stupid face.
Great headline in the Free Press is like the Lions got you believing and then crushed your soul. That was the headline. Wow. Lions got you to believe and then crushed your soul. So yeah, we can move on. Yeah, next question.
Yeah. No. You want ask T-Roy about his Cowboys.
I just saw him doing the little dance in the chair. The poor chair was squeaking and screaming. And
I broke this chair last week.
Yeah.
Because of?
My fat butt.
Oh. I thought you were like, what? Not because of the Cowboys.
He's excited to play the 3 and 4 Titans.
Real quick,
That's right.
College football-wise, though, the Illini, their defensive coordinator resigned today, Harry Nickerson.
Okay.
They've given up over 2,000 yards in the last 3 games.
Oh, no.
Total. They gave up 63 points to Maryland. How many points did Maryland score the week before?
20-0. Mm-hmm. Sorry, we scored 23.
Isn't that nuts?
0.
And and you guys are the Bears fans. Isn't Lovey the defensive guy?
Well, he was.
Yeah.
I don't know what he is now.
So, personal reasons, Hardy Nickerson steps down.
Yeah, he says health-related circumstances.
And so obviously, I'm not. I mean,
he was such a
everything's
great
fine with him.
linebacker back in the day.
Yeah,
Gosh,
absolutely.
He
but
was used to be fun to
that
watch,
thing is
man.
an absolute. I'll stand by it. It's a train wreck down there, And Lovey is stealing money.
He's getting fired,
He is.
right?
He's a top 10.
Look at their last 3 games. At Minnesota,
Yeah.
loss. Nebraska in Champaign, although Nebraska's playing a lot better, so probably a loss. And then Iowa goes down there. Then they probably have Northwestern at the end. One place or the other. So that'll be 3. If they can't get a victory, there'll be 3 Big Ten victories in 3 years.
He's got to get fired, right?
I don't know how he hasn't.
don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't know how he hasn't either. Let's take a quick break and come back and talk more with Matt Randazzo from WQAD.
Right. It's Monday Night Football time at Van's Pizza Pub and Grill, whether it's uptown at their location, 3333 North 3rd Street, or downtown at 217 Brady. They have great deals for you while you cheer on the Patriots and the Bills tonight. So bring some friends to enjoy this incredible pizza deal. Starting at $6, you can get an appetizer and a large pizza for $15.99. And the drink specials will include, starting with happy hour, $2 Wells, $2 domestic, $3 crafts, and $3 imports. And then at $6, you get $3 you call it. So make Vans your Monday night headquarters, and don't forget to follow them on Facebook and Twitter for more daily specials. That's Vans Pizza Pub and Grill.
You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local, only in York, Quad Cities, ESPN 93.5.
Weber Auto Group in Silvis. Family-owned business, 3 generations, all vehicles. Come with the Weber warranty, financing available for everyone. We've got your baby. A 5-star reputation with small-town integrity. Check them out online at WeberAutoGroup.com. You might be in the market for a truck or a sedan, or maybe your family needs a minivan. Perhaps you just want a little coupe. You can find them all at Weber Auto Group, 101 First Avenue, Silvis. Weber Auto Group. We got your baby.
Get the ultimate Black Friday deals at JCPenney. Starting this Wednesday, save up to 40% on select major appliances. Plus, buy more, save more. Get up to a $600 Visa prepaid card when you buy 2 or more qualifying appliances. Plus, get 18 or 30-month special financing with your JCPenney credit card through 11/21. JCPenney. Style and value for all. Event is valid 10/31 through 11/29. Conditions and exclusions apply. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. Must request at time of purchase. See store or jcp.com/appliances for details.
O'Reilly. Need auto parts but can't get to a store right now? Head to O'ReillyAuto.com. Buy your parts online and pick them up in any of the 5,000 O'Reilly Auto Parts stores nationwide. No shipping cost, easy returns, and convenient pickup on your schedule. Shop your way at O'ReillyAuto.com. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Listen up, Quad Cities. What if you could gather all the best man stuff into one place? November 9th to the 11th, the QCCA Expo Center will once again be transformed into the world's largest man cave with dozens of exhibitors, demonstrations, and activities. Drive a NASCAR simulator from Rolex Racing Systems, see a 60s pinup contest, or win your very own man cave. It's cooler than a car show, better than a trade show. The 3rd annual Weebler's Harley-Davidson Man Show, powered by WHBF.
As the seasons change, the athletic teams at Augustana College begin to look toward winter sports. It starts Sunday with the inaugural Genesis Collegiate Challenge. Augustana College and St. Ambrose University renew their basketball rivalry at the Tax Slayer Center with free admission. The women tip off at 2:15 and the men follow at 5. Men's soccer follows with a 7 o'clock battle with UW Whitewater at Thorson Lucan Field. Football returns home Saturday the 10th, hosting Carthage. For more information, visit augustana.edu. Augustana College, a family-friendly front-row seat to big-time small college sports.
Today, my new dad and I shot off a rocket in the park.
Today, my new son and I failed to shoot off a rocket.
The rocket launched into the air
and then crashed into the pond.
I'll never forget that day.
I'll never forget that day, even if I tried.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Dear John, I'm leaving. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is serious,
ESPN
and I can quit.
93.5 is KJOC Bettendorf Quad Cities from the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studio.
Welcome back, Quad Cities, to the Hassle Palace, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish Network. This is Don't Hassle Us. We're local here on ESPN 93.5. Still in studio with Matt Randazzo from News Channel 8. So, this weekend,
Yes.
your Lions are playing.
It's all right.
All right.
You're all right.
Who are you
Everything's fine.
God, we just did the.
Look away.
Yeah.
Nothing to
Just
see.
the
but wait.
Lions. Oh, they're playing the Vikings.
The Vikings. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Coming off a loss, we had to go there. That'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. So
What do you think?
Prediction on that game?
Nah, I'm not going to predict anything. on that game.
Nothing?
Pain.
I will bet against the Lions. I have no problem if it's going to be money. I'll
Did
bet
you?
against it.
How much time did you invest in the World Series?
Not enough.
Mm-hmm.
The cool part is Friday night. We don't get out of the station until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I was up for all that. So and then it was kind of like a test of like will. Like you didn't want to I'm in it this far.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that guy that goes to bed in like the 16th inning and doesn't see it. So
Did
I
you guys
watched
had
all
it
that
on
game.
in studio?
Yeah, we had it on in the newsroom, and then
Okay.
I just kept watching it when we got home and stuff. I thought they had lost because I went home when who was it that took the lead? Boston took the lead,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then when I got home, like nice extra baseball. So and then I started getting mad. It was cool, and then it's like
Yeah.
I wanted a little bit extra baseball, not like this. So I think on Saturday night I watched a little bit. One of my little guys was a Dodger pulling for the Dodgers. The other one was for the Red Sox, so they were kind of getting into it. And then it was 4-0, and one of them who was pulling for the Dodgers kind of went to bed. And then of course they came back and won, and then there was a big argument in the morning.
Did you see that stat that game was longer than the entire 1937 World Series?
No, I didn't see that.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, by like 6 minutes or something like that.
That's crazy.
It is nuts.
Yeah, I mean the better team won.
Yeah.
I think I said Boston in 6 last week. I would have changed it if I could have. I mean, after
Yeah,
I saw the
I
first
did
couple
it
games.
too.
I called the sweep, and I was one bobbled thing away. Serge's the only one that got it right in 5. But yeah, I mean Boston just that especially that comeback. Down 4 after 7.
Yeah, and did you see the stat? Obviously, they just kept talking about it, but 54-0 went up by 4 runs that year. Like they hadn't blown a 4-run lead all season, and like you said, after 7.
Yeah.
It was one thing if it was like they scored an early 4 and they grinded it back out and got it back, but 2 innings to get it back, and hats off. I mean, they were the best team from start to finish. of the
Kinsler
season.
throw. It's not the throw that bothers me. It's not. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't eat me up. It's after the throw, he's still there on the knee that he threw off of, and he does the motion like 2 or 3 more times, and it's like it's the same thing that drives me nuts on golf when I have to watch golf, and they do the shot, and then they take a step back, and then they come back and they swing at nothing for 3 more strokes, like oh yeah, that's what I did wrong. I won't do that again. It's annoying. Like you made a bad throw. It wasn't you. It wasn't the ball. It wasn't your glove. You made an error. Move on.
Get
And he's
up.
like, ugh, just doing the motion again.
It's one thing when golfers do that.
I
but
hate
it's
that.
when your buddies do that, and they you're golfing with a buddy, and then they miss
Right,
a
you're
shot,
not-
and then they sit there for like 3 more times and do it. It's like you suck at golf.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with you. It wasn't a
That's
bad
insane.
shot.
Hey,
You're
Matt.
not that good.
Yeah. Oh, I do this. I do like the old. I hit a bad shot, and I'm like, I'm just gonna hit it again to do it right, and I do the exact same thing. I'm like, well, I just can't do it.
Next time they do it, when you're playing with them, say, if you're trying to figure it out, it's probably your loft.
Yeah.
And they're like, your loft. Yeah, your lack of effing talent.
I will do that. I'll tell Pat that. That'll be good.
Yeah, those are just the things. I mean, I've said it before though. That just the take the 3 extra swings for no reason is just it drives me crazy. You're right. You're just bad.
Yeah.
Move on.
Or the guys that you golf with nowadays, and they have to line up a putt. Like they take forever, and it's let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
You're gonna. I mean, you can look at it, you can read it, but like the going around to one side and then back around to the other side and then back around. You're not the PGA guys. You don't need to squat down and look at it. Just putt the ball. Let's go.
Well, the other thing when it comes to that is, what are the chances? Because they'll like regrip and they'll swing at nothing. Again, I'm going to keep saying that they'll swing at nothing. But what are the chances that ball is going to land on that exact same moment the very next day if you make the cut or whatever else? Like the exact same
0.
spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's dumb. But anyway.
I gotta get you liking golf a little bit.
I'm going to get into it for gambling purposes. That's it.
I
That's it.
just
Yeah.
That'll
you
make
to
you love
golf
anything.
with me.
Yeah. Huh?
Just golf with me.
No, it's not, I just don't like it. I just don't like it.
No.
I just don't
You
like
don't
it.
do you golf at all?
No, I just don't like
Have
it.
you ever golfed?
Yeah,
Man.
well, like competitively, like for serious?
No, just like with buddies.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Why?
I just
You
don't
golf
have
with
fun.
the wrong people.
Yes.
I just don't have
I'm
fun.
Do you drink
convinced.
when you golf?
Yes.
I'm convinced
The
you're
only
golfing
time
with
I
the wrong
golf
people.
with him, this is what happened. He was late to the golf course, lightning struck as he got there. They stopped play, and we partied.
That's a good day of golf.
But I mean, I've been to golf outings, but in the end, I'm like, I'll just drive or whatever else.
Me and Pat and you and somebody, we're gonna go golf, and you'll want to go.
That's cool. I didn't want to golf anywhere.
I promise. Super frustrating. It is.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to Top Golf.
Which is
gosh.
No,
I think
up in Naperville or whatever else, they have that. You have targets to hit.
Oh yeah.
And you're in the base.
Backwards.
Huh?
That's ass backwards.
It's like bowling.
No, real golf, even though I'm not good whatsoever, is way more fun than Top Golf.
No.
You just like
you haven't
there's a
golf
bar
with the
right
right
there.
people. You
Yeah,
haven't.
they're in a
You have to
base.
golf with the right
And
people.
that's the thing is, I'll do like these fundraisers or events, and like
He meant to say celebrity events.
if I don't know,
Yeah.
if I get there, I get worried because I get there and if I don't know who I'm golfing with, I'm like, because there's those guys that show up for these things and they're in it to win it, and then you're the sports guy, so they expect the sports guy to be good at golf, and I'm just like, nope, I'm gonna be the worst guy here.
I get the opposite. Anytime we show up for an outing, we're just the dumb drunk bartenders.
Yeah.
And then we do good.
See, well, we need to switch roles. You need to start showing up to these
and then we
things.
get to look at everybody and go, yeah, sorry you guys play this game every day.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
I just like it when I golf and it's the best ball, and I know I get a putt first for the breaks, and then I'm done faster. I know I'm
you're
done
like that
for
guy.
hole. I'm like, I'm done. I'm gonna go.
Give us a read, Jay, and
Yeah.
you go up there, you just hit it, not too hard.
If it goes in, I act like I'm champion of the world, and then if not, then I just get in the cart. Yeah, do the bull dance. feeling it.
That poor chair.
Yeah, that poor chair is right.
Taking a beating today.
It's been an interesting Friday and Monday here at the Hassel Palace, but it's getting to be that
We're having
time
fun.
where Serge's going to look at his crystal ball and find out who's working where to make your happy hour that much happier, who's working tonight to make your happy hour that much more lit. Monday Night Football tonight, right?
Yeah, Patriots Bills. So look forward to that as well.
Are you looking forward to that?
Absolutely.
Are you really?
No.
Not as much as just Titans Cowboys.
What's going on?
All right, Amanda's going to be at Pub 1848 all day, and then Ashley Smith is going to be closing down $2.50 Tall Boys, an open mic night with Michael Simpson from 7 to 10. Breezy Neezy is going to be over at Harrington's Pub this afternoon. Sarah Stiles is going to be at Grumpy's for happy hour from 2 to 7. Angie Nicole's going to be at Barrel House on Utica. Mexican Mondays, happy hour 4 to 6. Lobo's got his salsa available at Kavanaugh's Hilltop Bar and Grill, Union 525. Always available directly from Lobo as well. Hit him up on Facebook. Hacksaw is going to be working at Vans tonight. Large pizza and appetizers are on special with $3 recall-its. Michael Strong is going to be at Rudy's Cantina from 4 to close. Drink some tequila with Mike. Kate is going to be at the meat market until 5:30. Happy Monday. They got a whole bunch of Fat Boys pizzas on specials over there. Sammy Olson's going to be at Vans downtown. Happy hour, $2 domestics and wells. Ashley's going to be at Circle Tap from 5 to close. Service industry night, $3. You call it whiskeys. Krista Bonamore is going to be at the Torchlight. 7 TVs to watch the games on free tacos. She's slinging some sort of drinks at 8 o'clock.
Well done.
Closing down Grumpy's Nights with Kristen. She's going to be there starting at 7 o'clock. Peter is going to be, he's just inviting us to come to Max at 4 to close. Matt's going to be there with $4 burger baskets. Happy hour prices all night long.
All right, Matt, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thanks, boys.
thank you,
See you
buddy.
next Monday.
You have a hassle-free Monday, everybody.
I love you, Quad Cities.